Last time on StonesThrow, Cities Beneath.
After kicking a hook horror in the face to death, Troop B-84 headed back to the Order Under so they could figure out a way to take down Zarnus. With Captain Armstrong's permission, they dismantled his body and wore pieces of it like unhollowed hunting trophies. And may I just say, it looked badass. Troop B-84 sauntered on into Avery Armstrong's office, confidently asking her for information. She was shocked when Captain Armstrong's decapitated head recognized her sword, a sword that belonged to her great-grandmother, who it turned out, unhollowed Captain Armstrong was in love with. The human Armstrong told the group that they needed to accompany her on a mission to fight some monsters outside the walls of Raynor. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So they walked with her back out into the Underdark. Unhollowed Captain Armstrong insisted that he realized what his unfinished business was. He needed to be reunited with the love of his life, his ship. But after Avery came to accept that she was actually talking to a long-lost member of her own family, she shared a drink with her great-grandpa's soul trapped in a construct's body. Captain Armstrong reminisced about his long-dead mistress, and surprisingly, telling her story freed his soul, leaving the unhallowed body empty. It turns out he did need to find the love of his life. It's just that the love of his life was never a ship.
Who wrote that? That's
Feeling feelings already? Really?
Christina's here, like, rolling her whole head. Amazing. Welcome. This is StonesThrow Cities Beneath. This is your weekly Dungeons & Dragons live play show, where we try to make you laugh, try to give you feelings, try to join together and tell a story. I'm Anna Prosser. This is Christina, Bo, Rachel, and Nate. Nathan is our DM, and he is going to tell the story for this week. Shall we play?
We are going to tell the story.
We would like to play.
You're right.
Yee.
You.
Ye would like to tell the story.
So, you find yourselves at a camp set up outside, a little whiles outside of the prefecture of Raynor, with Major Avery Armstrong as her recently met, discovered, and passed on relative came and faded as he learned a little bit about a pirate, a little bit about life. As she has informed you that very much of the brass of the Order Under, the military, is not in agreement with how General Zarnus, the newly appointed general, is running things.
Down with Zarnus.
As she says, I have my assumptions, but I'd like to know where the rest of you stand with where things are at with the Order Under.
Lacan's gonna look immediately toward Luna, who has had the most vocal opinions about where we as a group are at, I think.
Overthrow.
He looks around to everyone else.
Kadal's like, fuck yeah!
Down with Zarnus.
Down with
Overthrow
fucking
evil.
Zarnus!
Protect Raynor.
That too!
Is there any other questions?
Cassie?
yeah. What you guys said, that doesn't make me nervous at all.
Root out the poison in our ranks. That's the plan.
What they said.
And I think we just need to tell everybody that Zarnus is a big evil head, and then everyone will probably want to help.
Easier said than done. Unfortunately, Zarnis has already built up some followers and loyalty to his cause.
What? Who?
That's the other tricky part. It's hard to know. As of now, everyone who isn't compliant with Zarnis and what the Order Under's doing faces consequences. Some people agree simply out of fear. Some people genuinely stand behind his cause. Some people are playing it as a front and also want to see him taken down. But aside from a handful of cadets who we know to be loyal to the greater good and not blindly follow his lead, it's hard to tell who's on whose side.
It still
Anybody
doesn't
been
make
hurt?
any sense to me how we didn't see this coming. How... It's
You
just
mean how
not
you
like...
didn't see this coming because it was your dad?
It's... Yeah.
Yeah.
It's everything that he ever taught me to stand against.
It's like
You
he's
can't-
killing a lot of people.
You can't blame yourself for that. No one can. He's clearly very good at what he does. He's been playing this game for a very long time. He's been a trusted member of the Order Under for decades now. He's completely thrown himself into a false life.
But I've been a part of that. He's been doing this on the side while being my dad.
Is
Being
it
my
possible-
father figure, training me and raising me, and the whole time he was planning to overthrow and destroy my home?
Maybe he thought he could get you on his side.
He sent us to death.
I don't know. People have come back from worse.
From death? Worse
Yeah.
than death?
We've seen it.
Hey, that's actually a really good point.
Is a fair point.
Do you think it's at all possible that he might be a doppelganger? Like maybe he's not your real dad?
Like Marlowe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did anything
Jarlaxle's-
change? Like,
it-
did you notice a difference?
No. And Jarlaxle, if he hadn't seen him in that long, and it's always been a part of their plan, they've known each other for longer than I've been alive, it sounds like. So, it sounds like this was always the plan for him.
Khan just slaps a hand on your shoulder and sits in silence next to you. It sucks.
Luna's petting your tail.
That's rough, buddy.
Kadal looks at Kadan like, "You're giving me affection."
He pats you twice and turns away.
And like from that too, the tail started like wagging again, and Luna's like trying to pat it, and she's like, "Whoa!"
Then she's like, wee!
So what do we do now, Major Armstrong? What do we?
Yeah, are you gonna help us? Overthrow.
Do we actually have to do this little quest?
It's a lot of questions, but I'll do what I can.
We're good at that.
We're like
do-
four baby
we do
chicks
like
in a
the-
nest every time you address us.
We have a habit of stacking them on, don't we?
We really do.
Sorry, Nate.
Give us
No,
a worm.
In regards to the Order Under and Zarnis, we wouldn't be helping you, nor would you be helping us. We'd be helping each other, as it seems that we all have aligned interests of our own accord. Myself and Major Copperlight have already been discussing the fact that a coup is in fact in order.
Really?
There's no doubt about that. The question is the logistics. How do we know who we can trust? How do we know when we are strong enough in numbers to make this happen? We're still trying to iron out the details about how we can safely know who would be in line with us.
What, Major, what do we need? What do you need in order to know that it's safe and time to overthrow him?
Preferably, we would like enough numbers and certainty that we would be able to do this diplomatically.
Does it need to be numbers in Raynor, or the Order Under, or something else?
Lacan scooches over to make sure Cassie's seen.
I see the hand. I'm considering what.
Oh, so sorry, Cassie. Let me get...
Yeah. No, sorry. Thanks, Major. Do you think if we took Zarnus out, just him, that could solve everything? Because we could just grapple him, tie him up, throw him in a cave.
Cadell's good at grappling, kinda.
We've been practicing.
If that were a viable option, we would have taken that already. Physically apprehending Zarnus is not going to do it. Like I said, he's already built up enough of a following on his own that if he were to just disappear, things would get messy. Which is why we want, again, for things to be solved, preferably diplomatically. We want to know that we could solve this with words while showing that we have the numbers to make this win in our favor if words don't work.
Okay.
And this following he's built, do we have any idea what has attracted all these people to him? Has he been promising things, or do they understand why they're following him?
I don't think I understand it. There's nothing special that's been promised. There's nothing of substance that truly justifies his actions. It's almost like people are agreeing with his actions just for the sake of it.
Could it be magic?
Possibly. Though, I don't know Zarnus to be that much of a caster. I'm not really sure what kind of magic he could have access to.
Yeah.
It'd have to be pretty
Above board.
powerful to change that many people's minds.
Do we know that Jarlaxle and Zarnus are working together, and is like Zarnus over? This is above board. Is Zarnus preparing the way for Jarlaxle? Are they working
You
together
can
at
kind
all?
of assume that.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like maybe he's trying to find that Raynor person.
What Raynor person?
Raynor, the person. When we were with Jarlaxle, he said that he was trying to find someone named Raynor. Raynor was named after the founder, Raynor.
And he said that all of the cities, all of them had founders, and he had to wait for all of them to be dead before he could take over that.
So Armstrong is very confused at this discussion when you realize that she has never been told any of this.
We're like, Jarlaxle and the founder of Raynor. And...
Yeah, if you like, you can hit the skip dialogue.
Yeah.
And just fill her in.
Like deep breath Luna, like
No, it's like deep breath, flash black screen, and then fade in again.
yeah.
And cut to Major Armstrong just
The Jackie Chan meme.
just what the hell are we dealing with?
Right?
And I was like, yeah,
Hmm?
yeah.
So they never told you any of this.
No. Zarnus's actions and his operations have been out of control, and he does not dispel enough details to to say why. There's martial law, there's hard curfews, there's raids on civilians that
What?
have little to no explanation.
Wait, how long has that been going on?
It's been about a month now.
Kadal's fuming. He punches the ground and just says, "Damn it, I don't how is this happening? How could he be doing this?"
If he's looking for someone, that would explain a lot of this.
Happening to the civilians.
So we just need an army and it's just on site, or we just pull up? On God.
We need an army bigger than Zarnus's, but there's 2 ways to achieve that.
I have
We
an
can
idea.
grow our own army, or we can reduce his.
Ooh.
Math.
Well, before I dive in,
Who do you think that he has recruited so far? Like, if we were to go get all of our friends involved in the Order Under, don't you think they'd be on our side?
If they're like-minded as you, if people you trust, I think there's a chance that you can still trust them. But again, there's still a handful of cadets, especially a lot of the new recruits. He immediately gets into their heads and gets them amped up on this adrenaline to take all of this action. I think with this information about this Jarlaxle looking for the founder who's supposedly alive, if all of this is to be true, even if it's not true, even if it's just a hunch, it lines up with what Zarnus seems to be after.
What
This
else
could
do you
be
know?
this could be something taken to higher power that could possibly convince him that Zarnus is out of line.
What higher power?
The Council of Raynor.
Do we know about the council?
Yeah, you would know that the Order Under isn't like the highest power in the prefecture. There is like government.
Mm-hmm.
But with how things are going, it just seems that Zarnus has either like slipped by them or convinced them that what he's doing makes sense.
Yeah, the council. We should go to the council.
Do we trust the council? Has he interacted with them?
Trust him more than Zarnus.
Like, need an appointment, or do we just kind of take a number?
We might need a little bit of time before we go marching off to higher ups.
Why?
Kadal's losing his patience. So what do we need to do now? We need to take some kind of action. What do we do?
Right now, we have something that is very valuable, and that is time where we know we are not being closely monitored.
Okay.
I think this mission we're on now is a good time to continue discussing, brainstorming, figuring out appropriate actions to take upon our return. In addition to that, Luna, you still have the map, right?
Mhm.
She holds out a hand, says, "If I may."
I guess it is kind of yours.
She looks at it, says, "On a personal note, I would like to investigate what this is. I know this doesn't have to do with the mission. This doesn't have to do with Raynor, and if this is something that you feel you don't have the bandwidth for, I understand, but I would like to investigate this, and I would like to see what remains of what is apparently my family."
Oh yeah.
From
I have the bandwidth. I have the band height. Let's do it.
From before when the sky fell. This might be from.
The map that Major Armstrong got from Captain Armstrong appears to be mapped out in the Underdark.
Yeah, and it's supposedly to his ship that he sailed before the sky fell.
No.
Okay.
His ship in the Underdark.
Got it. Okay.
Different ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, is there any chance of more information about Raynor or how this all went down, do you think?
There could be. Could be information about what happened. But again, this mission is mostly personal.
I mean, maybe we could use the ship to intimidate people. Maybe Zarnus would be, I don't know, nervous that the whole thing is full of people that don't like him.
Oh, people like money. Maybe there's money in the treasure.
People do like money.
We could be like, here's some money. Will you help us? I bet nobody's ever thought of that.
We can get funding.
Lacan just looks at Luna.
Well, we do still have this mission that we technically need to handle first. But,
yeah, and it would be suspicious if we came right back.
Indeed. And plus, Gricks are a threat. They need to be handled. So,
less a threat than our own government, it seems.
Well, if they're not going to take care of them, guess we gotta.
Oh, so does this mean
The government or the Gricks, Luna?
The Gricks. And both. Later.
This means we're part of the Order Under again?
as far as Zarnus is concerned, your resignation played into what he felt was a facade to appease the Unhallowed.
I don't think we're part of the Order Under. I think we're the disorder on top.
Whoa.
Hey.
There's a ring to it.
The disorder over.
Cue the System of a Down. Disorder! Disorder!
You guys hear that?
Just his voice in the far distance. We're like, what was that?
You guys don't
you're
have a
hearing
good chorus?
Ghosts!
Says, well, first things first, they should be somewhere in the vicinity, about 20 minutes further.
Do you know any of their weaknesses? I'm getting my fire ready.
Let me roll for her. Actually, everyone can roll insight or history, whatever's better.
Go! Ah. Well, that's a 4.
Oh, that's a 25 for
Damn!
Cassia there.
So you just know everything about them.
This is like the first time she's ever known anything, so this is pretty exciting.
One of her favorite romances had a main character that was a Grick.
A Grick was threatening to tear them apart.
Right.
Uncle
So
Grick.
everything.
It was one of those authors that does a lot of research, though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Cassia,
Have
when
an
you
expository chapter on everything about them.
And
There was
like
a
little
famous
diagrams.
singer called Gricky Martin.
yeah,
Shut up!
bang.
Cassia, you ask Armstrong this almost like rhetorically, like, do you know their weaknesses? Because I know a thing or two about Gricks if you don't.
I would love it.
They're pretty straightforward in combat. They don't have particular like powers, magic. They're pretty melee. Their main thing is that their appearance and their hide is stone-like, so they camouflage very well in the Underdark.
Oh,
Do we know what they
great.
look like?
Yes, I will drop it in resources again, but also
This
let's
worm
see.
bird?
Yep,
Oh,
the
the-
worm
the-
bird. Yeah, there he is.
Centipedals.
Yep, the centipedals.
Great, yeah.
Oh man, the one bird. Ah, look at him.
Can we keep it?
It's the least romantic thing I've ever seen.
So you all pack up and continue following Armstrong's lead into a not claustrophobically small, but a smaller than the huge vastness of the Underdark cave. Probably about, ceilings 30 feet high. A lot of uneven, rocky terrain. Not difficult terrain, but not a flat floor.
You said cave, right?
Yes.
Are we
Cavernous.
going down?
You are headed south. Yes.
And also down?
Down?
Into the earth? Are we going like
No.
underground? Like
South.
But are you like down though?
We down?
like
Are you like down?
be down?
In an earlier round?
While we're walking, Luna will be like, "This cave reminds me of a story." And that story is the tale of the traveler. And let's see. What Lacan was saying about how you can give people money to motivate them made me think about how motivated we would be to walk a really, really long time by something. And I think that would be friendship. And isn't it nice that we're all traveling together now? And Luna just keeps talking to you, Lacan, but you feel like now you have temporary hit points equal to a roll of my bardic inspiration die plus my bard level.
He's like,
That's precisely the feeling I feel, Luna.
Yeah.
Suddenly I feel like.
Let's see. So 4 plus a roll of my bardic inspo die.
Gotta be a Hallmark card.
10. You have 10 temporary hit points.
Oh!
Get
20?
it.
10 or 14?
10.
10, that's so many hit points. Thank you, Luna.
I'm just glad we're traveling together. Oh, and your walking speed increases 10 feet, and you gain a bonus +1 to your AC.
What the hell?
I'm gonna add another
Luna's
brick
just
here.
like glazing you.
Oh, no, please. Like, and the walking speed doesn't manifest in me going faster than everyone. It's just I'm kind of taking these like meandering
Yeah.
strides now and just kind of covering as much ground. Think
And
so?
Luna's like, yeah, because you look so cool, and I bet if someone tried to hit you, they wouldn't even be able to. And you don't even have to walk as fast as us. Like, your legs are so long and strong.
Legs are so long.
Yeah, I definitely didn't get blindsided by that brain thing back there. I'm so
And this
aware
is
and
totally
strong and
not
fast.
because you keep missing with your weapons.
Can
So
everybody
Lacan's
roll?
walking at the back of the group.
Can everybody roll perception, please?
That was crazy.
So do you get all the hit points back? Because that fucking hurt.
Kadal has 17.
Okay.
24.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
And Cassie, I got 13,
All right.
which is a really low.
As you
number.
finish this tale and prep your party for whatever may arrive, a couple of you do in fact spot a grick lurking in the rocks.
Bear in the rocks.
Like a brick.
Frickin'.
Luna,
Yeah.
you are the only one to spot a second one that if you had looked any quicker or shifted your focus in the slightest bit, you might have missed.
Not one grick. It's grickin.
What do you mean?
The grickening.
Multiple. It's plural of grick. It's a grick. It's grickin.
The Gricken.
As you point them out, they let out ear-piercing hisses. And I would like everybody to roll initiative.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Bet you would.
16.
Oh,
16 for Luna.
14.
Kadal.
14.
Kadal. 14. Lacan.
yeah, it's a 3.
A strong 3.
The strongest.
And Cassia,
15.
15. Okay.
A weak 15.
Very weak 15.
It's not even that good.
Why does the music stop for me? Excuse me.
Oh, it has not
Excuse-
stopped for me.
I hear it.
It's getting me going.
Okay. Oh, and I need to roll for Armstrong.
Let's go, Armstrong!
Yeah.
She's here.
We haven't fought with an extra
Ugh.
caster in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Yeah, I'm
maybe.
gonna learn so much right now.
Oh, what's a caster?
Magic user.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
Or a commentator for esports.
That's what I was thinking.
Are those wheels that you can put
And
on the
sometimes
bottom?
both.
The extra stealthy Grick is up first. It is very pissed it was spotted. It was feeling stoked about its hiding spot.
So hyped.
So it's going to go after you, Luna. Do-do-do-do-do-do. That's a 10 to hit.
Nope. Shoot.
All right. So
I do a like a Toro.
Yeah, its tentacles coming out of its, well, on the sides of its beak whip at you, but you manage to duck and twirl out of the way.
Oh!
And that brings us to you, Luna.
I want it to be my friend.
So
But
what will you do?
Friends doesn't work. Wait, it does say creature. Target succeeds automatically if it isn't humanoid.
Yeah, it's not very humanoid.
I mean, if you think about it, isn't it what's on the inside that makes us humanoid?
Nope. It is literally physical description. What are you going to do?
No philosophy, only rulebook.
How close are they to each other now? Are they well separated?
The easily spotted one is still in its hiding place because it hasn't gone yet, and it's about 15 feet away from you. The one that just missed you is now in melee with all of y'all.
We said I could cast Earth Tremor like from me outward, right?
That's a good question.
Cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw on a
10. It's self 10-foot radius.
Oh, okay.
So
never
that would go in every direction.
I'll thunder wave it.
Nice. Tried and true.
Just like no.
All right, what's the save?
Con 14.
Con, okay. That is a 9.
It takes 13 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay.
Like a little worm.
Yeah, this loud boom just pops off, and then this worm thing just kind of and it sort of like tumbles 10 feet back.
Like a pool noodle.
Mm-hmm.
Or a crazy daisy.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, look at the layout. The one's still hiding.
I know, it's
Amazing.
sick,
Sorry.
dude.
Oh my gosh, so good.
So cute. Oh my.
Killing it.
No, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Okay. Cassia.
I'd like to Ray of Frost, the one that's still near us, please.
Okay. Let's have it.
Okay. So that's a 14 plus 6. That's a 20.
20's gonna hit. Roll damage, please.
Okay. D8. Is that this one?
No, it's the like two pyramids on each other. Like,
Yeah,
doesn't
like this
show.
one. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there
That's
it is.
a really good description. Oh, 8!
Nice.
damn, okay. This
Ooh.
thing's getting beat the hell up already. Yeah, you see there's already like blood spewing out of its beak as
Aw.
it takes this freezing damage. Anything else?
I think that'll do it.
Okay. Kadal.
Sunbolt,
Sunbolt. Let's have it.
24.
24 hits. Damage, please.
4.
Okay.
Bonus action, unarmed strike.
Okay.
It's a 14.
A 14 just barely hits.
And that's a 5.
All right. This thing
Yeah, fuck that
squirmed up,
guy.
took one whip and missed. Luna blasts it with thunder. Cassia freezes it as it's just like... And then Kadal just walks up and punches it square in the beak as the top half of its beak just like breaks off, just
Yo.
exposing the innards of its mouth as it just kind of and hits the ground.
After
Khan's
I
like this of the
Kamehameha
three of you,
his
like
It's brutal, man. That's crazy. All
Khan
right.
hasn't even gotten to go yet, right?
ass. Kadal's like, we don't have time for this. Kamehameha! Smack!
Like,
Oh,
I
did you
got
wanna
it, like,
do
she was
something,
your
Lacan?
teacher, so... But then, like, Kadal just, like, full on, like, was sulking and then daddy issue bolts, and, like, we're like, is this mission or therapy? We're scared.
He's like, holds the beak like, ah, ah.
Whoa there.
He's like, what?
Don't get scary, Kadal.
Ah.
I second that.
All right. That's Kadal's turn. As this first Grick is just completely demolished. You go to turn your attention on the other one, and you don't see it.
Because he went, oh shit, and ran.
But we're still
This
on
would be
initiative.
everyone that
It's perfect. Oh my god. So it's Armstrong's turn. Had her investigate. The Grick critical succeeded the stealth check and hid. And Armstrong proceeded to crit succeed the investigation as she points to what is easily missed, a slow-moving pile of rocks. Says, there he is. He's trying to get away.
I imagine she barely moves. She's just... There it is.
Just like a, oh.
Yeah.
As she points him out, she hums a little tune, and her sword magically unsheaths.
Oh.
And how far does it go? Oh yeah, it can totally go that far. And just flies straight to this pile of rocks.
Oh.
Is she a bard?
No, she just has a cool little weapon.
That's cool.
Zephyr. Let's see here. Sure. Okay, that's gonna hit. Yeah, this flying sword jabs right through this pile of rocks, and then you watch as its cover's blown as it kicks it throws its head back and screeches. That brings us to Lacan.
And Lacan, like, is having a secondary flinch from the brutality of Lieutenant Armstrong's attack. And I'm sure normally he'd want to, like, run in with the rapier, but seeing all these spells and weapons flying, he's just going to pull out the crossbow and take a shot at it.
Sure.
Does a 21 hit?
It sure does.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a casual 21.
Let's go, dude.
7 damage?
Nice. Does not like that.
Can I spend a superiority die to make it a goading attack?
Can you do that with ranged?
When I hit with a weapon attack, you can expend one superiority die. Is that a weapon attack?
Yeah, it's a weapon.
Let's see. Expend one superiority die. Target must make a wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
Okay. With how this is going... Yep. That's a 6.
Oh, excellent. And then I think I have to roll my superiority die as well for some damage. 48. Why did I roll all 4 at once? That's not useful. Oh, well, it's an 8.
And the 8 is what?
Is additional damage.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's what I thought.
Sorry, I could have been clearer there.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, it's still there though, huh?
Top of the round, Grick 1 is gone. Grick 2 is bloodied. Luna. Boy, I underestimated how much of a challenge these would be.
I mean, I feel like we're doing fine, so I'm just gonna kind of like join in the party with my crossbow. Whee! I roll an 18.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
Okay. That will do 8 damage.
You don't see it come out the other side. You just watch the bolt go straight into its mouth as it just kind of dead. And we are out of initiative.
Rest in peace.
Aw. I was gonna use my boomerang.
We made it through one round.
One round.
That's actually the craziest this team has ever done.
Yeah.
I don't know, Luna, you 3 killed something before I even turned around and noticed in the last phase.
True.
You're getting a little deadly efficient, and the con's getting a little, like, flinchy about it.
Armstrong turns to you and says, well,
Great job. Mission accomplished?
Mission accomplished.
Are there
as
more
well.
Gricken?
None that I could see.
Kadal says, okay, so are we done here? Can we go fight Zarnus now or finish whatever is...
No, we have to find the ship.
Right, the freaking ship. Okay, let's go.
I understand if this isn't pressing enough for you to tend to, Kadal.
It's just every second that we're away, not stopping Zarnus, he's getting closer to destroying Raynor and making it ready for Jarlaxle.
I do confess to similar conflicting feelings. If they're raiding civilians in the months since our absence, will they escalate? Have they already?
Let's see what she thinks about this. She says, in my understanding, this is my assumption with how things have been going versus how things would operate with the council. I think escalating their search and their raids would draw unwanted attention from people still in higher power over him that would veto his actions. And with how unsuccessful as everything's been going, because make no mistake, he's been plotting, he's been up to some shit, but it has not been going in his favor. And ramping anything up could risk him losing this position he has apparently fought so long for. He's played a slow boil game this long. I think he's smarter than to try and lose it that quickly.
Asia is still kind of has rose-colored glasses from Captain Armstrong's love story, and so anything to do with that is just kind of enchanting to her. And also, if we go look for the ship, that means we get to avoid dealing with that for a little while, which is apparently something she's really into. So I like Cassia puts her tiny little hand on Kadal's big hand, and she goes, "This is all gonna work out even better than you think. We gotta go."
And I was like, what are you talking? What are you?
Ship.
What?
Ship. I ship it. I ship it. Ship. I ship the ship.
She
We
says,
ship the ship.
I appreciate the enthusiasm as well. That's just my opinion on this. Kadal, I understand that what's going on is very personal to you. If you need to head back, no one would hold it against you to do so.
Cassia and Luna are like,
No.
Yeah, he's looking. He like looks off in the distance in the direction of Raynor and looks back to Cassie and Luna, and back to Raynor. And as long as you don't think it's going to ruin or hasten his victory of whatever he's doing, as long as you promise we're going to stop him after this, then fine. I'm sorry, I'm so angry.
I understand, Kadal, but it sounds like there's a chance he might burn himself out if we leave him alone. Our absence and the likely results and the rumors from what we've done, they might drive him to a frenzy. Maybe letting him stew a little longer wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, you might be right.
If in our absence, if in the time we are gone because of my personal mission, that things back at Raynor have become worse for wear and beyond saving, you have my word that not only will I resign from my position as major, I will also then follow your lead on how we would take Raynor back.
Kadal looks up at Armstrong and walks past her, and as he's passing her towards the exit or wherever they're supposed to go, he just says, "Good," and then carries on to the next point. But then he turns around like, "Where are we going?"
A nice transition to where the camera zooms in on Armstrong as she unfurls the map and it zooms in.
is it Emperor's New Groove style?
Yes!
Right?
Yeah.
And following the map, there's practically a week's journey ahead of you to reach this supposed treasure of the late Captain Armstrong.
So far.
A couple days. Oh, so go ahead.
Are there, at least according to the map, any settlements or towns or anything we'd pass or outposts?
Not that you're aware of. It would be relatively barren. Couple fungi forests, passing an occasional intellect devourer or two, nothing you couldn't handle. A couple days into the journey, Major Armstrong sends a message requesting more time via her sturge, Rocco.
Rocco?
Where has Rocco been?
Oh?
Does he have a modern life?
A little friend, heifer?
What's his life like?
He does have a whole little life.
Little triangle shirt.
With that message, a confirmation does find its way back to you a couple days after. As eventually you find yourselves on a couple of rowboats.
Rowboats. Sick. Wait, is Rocco with
How
us?
many
still?
rowboats?
On the rowboat?
Yeah, Rocco's with you now.
What's he wearing?
On the rowboat?
On my rowboat or on Kadal's rowboat?
It would be on Armstrong. So, however you would see fit to pair up.
Is it 2 to a rowboat?
Mm-hmm.
I want to be in a different rowboat so I can look at Rocco from my rowboat.
We can be in a rowboat together. Luna wants to row this time.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, rock, paper, scissors. Like Armstrong gets in a rowboat and we're like right behind her and we're both like, You gonna rock, paper, scissors? Oh, did it freeze? Did you
Me?
freeze?
Yeah,
Rock, paper, scissors,
you're
bro.
being
Who's
challenged.
riding with
Challenge for
Rocco?
rock, paper, scissors.
Let's freaking go.
Rock, paper, scissors,
Scissors.
shoot.
Go.
Yes!
Oh shit. Okay, again.
Okay.
Rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors,
shoot.
I had the same thing.
This
One
goes
more
on
time.
for a while.
One more time. Yeah, this is a long time going.
I feel like a baby watching a magic show.
Armstrong leans over to Luna like, wasn't he just like hard pressed to hurry up and go back to Rainer a few days ago?
Ah, one more time.
He likes games.
Distracting him sometimes the best strategy.
God, why are we doing this?
Like a
Okay,
child.
one more time. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh,
We turn around. Is Armstrong's rowboat still on the shore? Is she still here?
She's left.
We already found the ship and came back, actually.
Cadal's like, I never get what I want, and I don't have a dad now.
Cal and I are just
Didn't
left with the
do
last
anything.
boat. Like,
Didn't even do anything.
I'll just swim.
God.
Swim if you want.
Yeah, I want to swim.
Okay, I'm gonna tie his rowboat to the back of ours just in case.
Okay.
I'm pouting. That's why. I'm like, I'll just take the water.
I'm gloating, but then I realize, like, I can't really see Rocco.
I can see him perfectly.
This water is the coast known as the Northdark.
Ooh.
This is probably the farthest away you've been from Rainer since joining the Order Under. This is a bit out there. You made really good time. You went uninterrupted for the duration of the week and kept a really fast pace. And you are on what is the northwestern coast as it goes out into this strange underground ocean. But continuing to follow the specifics of the map, the waters right now are a little bit choppy, but nothing you can't navigate. As you get to...
Can I get in the... get in the boat, dude.
Cadal's like, I'm fine. It's fine.
I'm so nervous with him in the water.
Just being so arrogant.
Dude, come on, you can be in this boat. Just get in a boat, dude.
He just finally is like, fine. He like goes underwater and then pops out and breaches and lands in the rowboat like a whale.
Just with his arms folded.
Yeah, he comes out like.
At a certain point, Armstrong, looking at the map, holds up a hand for everyone to stop. You can't stop like on a dime because you are in water, but everyone stops rowing and you're just kind of wobbling with the waves. And she just kind of looks at the map again, says, This is the spot that's marked.
Here in the water?
Yeah.
Are there gulls circling?
No.
We have
This can't
goals in
be
the
a ship,
Underdark.
That's silly, you're right.
Probably
Really.
some variation. Maybe bats.
How do I have any sense of how deep this water is? Like you said ocean, so is it like very clearly I could never touch the bottom kind of deep, or is it like we don't know?
You haven't gone super far out into the ocean. You can't see the bottom, but you have a feeling it's not incredibly deep.
Can I send a mage hand down to do like a little
Ooh.
sweepy?
I was gonna say, also, could Could Luna cast that thing that makes everything glow?
That's really
All of these are options.
I also was going to detect magic as well.
Let's do them all at the same time, okay?
I'm gonna drop a
actually-
big rock in the water.
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, it's
Very
just in my
fire.
pocket.
That's a smart idea, actually.
Is it only 10 feet though?
It's in a 20-foot cube, and the range on it is 60 feet. So I could, like, cast it down. But I can only use Fairy Fire once per long rest for some reason. And I haven't long rested. So I can't use that. But I can do Detect Magic, so I'm gonna...
Okay.
Detect Magic...
What's the range on detect magic?
I sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me.
Nothing with detect magic.
I
Aside from
jump in the water and swim down 10 feet. Do I sense anything now?
you do not.
Luna!
Can I send my little mage hand down? I can go 30 feet.
Yeah, what are you trying to do with the mage hand?
Like, have it come up, like, if there's anything down there, come up with some kind of evidence of what's down there. It can hold, like, a little thing. So if it's a coin, maybe it comes back up with a coin, you know? You never know!
You
I just-
summon your mage hand to go down 30 feet. As it, after about 10-20 seconds, this spectral hand floats out of the water and goes,
Nice! That was so helpful! Thanks,
Okay.
bud.
I'm gonna. Can I just like jump in and just swim as far as I can go?
yeah.
Woo!
So you are also amphibious,
Yeah.
so you can be down there as long as you like.
I go looking for something.
You start talking to fish.
Pass him like, what's that? Baby, how are you doing?
So this water goes down about 60 feet. You don't see a ship. Can you roll investigation?
It's 20.
Nice.
Ooh!
Dirty 20.
So while you don't see a ship, you see a few broken planks of wood covered in seaweed that have been inhabited by a couple little crabs.
critters.
And as you look closer, you see what looks to be another smaller chip of a wood plank. You see things that don't look natural. You see things that look like they could have come from a ship. And every maybe 5 to 10 meters or so, it looks like they kind of make a trail.
And can I follow that trail?
Yeah, you can.
Oh
Wait.
wait. Sorry. Can I swim up and tell Luna, have her cast fairy fire on me, and then they can follow me?
Yeah.
Woo! So I.
But
Oh,
Hey,
wait, you
yo.
don't have fairy fire.
well, but someone pointed out in chat that we've been traveling for a couple days, right? So we had a long rest.
Oh, yes, you would have had a long rest for sure.
Oh.
I forgot to point that out. Yeah, you've been traveling for a week, so.
But maybe we should let's see. If I make dancing lights, it won't be doused by water, right? Because they're magical lights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
So I'm gonna I can create 4 torch-sized lights. So I'm gonna give 1 torch-sized light to Kadal.
Yes.
And
Can
then
you tether it to a person?
Good question. I can move the lights up to 60 feet to a new spot, but it doesn't say I can like hand it to someone, I guess.
Yeah.
All right,
There's
fine.
there's not much stopping you from just following him. You could do something of... I don't think it'd be necessary to use a spell slot or any resources when Kadal could just follow a path, come back up to show where to go.
Also, how far down did he go? 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Because we have like 50 feet of rope. Maybe we give...
I'm like a diver.
Yeah, so like maybe we attach 2 ropes together and he has one of them.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We tie, I dive, and I follow the trail.
Yeah.
So we should all take a long rest also.
Yeah, everyone should mark a long rest, for sure. Good call. All right. Kadal, you are following this trail of stuff from it. You can assume that maybe at one point there was a ship, but the tides have carried it elsewhere.
I think the tides have carried it elsewhere.
And after little a while of following this path, everyone except for Kadal roll investigation.
Ow.
21.
Cassie got 18.
I just...
Well-
Oh, you guys are...
Nice.
Sorry, go on.
Those are good enough rolls to where most of you are able to spot as you get closer to following this path. You see what looks to be a small island. Not surprisingly, what looks to have been beached is a ship.
Is that what you're looking for, Captain? Lieutenant? Excuse me.
Major. And
Major. It's been a while.
I guess so.
Did we know what the name of the ship was? Did he say it?
No.
Is it on the map?
No. It's just a good old-fashioned red
Oh, no,
X.
he did. He said it was the misdemeanor.
That was his...
Other ship.
Oh,
That was his baby ship.
this is not his baby.
He just said this was his ship in the Underdark.
Oh.
Felony.
Ship ho!
Wait, is Bo still in the... is Kadal underwater still? Does he know?
Nope, he's just looking around.
I tug on the rope.
I'm like, no.
Luna, you caught one.
And then Kadal comes
one.
out. He goes, guys, I got a rock.
Nice!
Another
And-
one?
Found the
No.
ship.
What? And he like turns around and sees it like, oh, great. I'm gonna keep the rock though. Also, I want to point out that Chad Magic said the monk is a holy diver.
Wow. Wow. Nicely
Holy
done.
diver. Nice. So we go to
All
ship.
right. You go to the ship.
And I
As
got
you
a
get
rock.
closer to, you are able to push your rowboats upon the shoreline. And as you do so, you look up and you see that this ship is, well, wrecked.
Wow.
This is a
Brutal.
this is a straight up shipwreck. As
We're talking Pure Iredale, or whatever that's called.
we're talking, I will drop this here. I'll drop this top deck for you. Up in resources, we'll probably also hop up. There we go.
Oh.
These are the remains of the ship.
Seen better days.
It is almost not even in one piece.
It's definitely not one.
Dun, 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 dun.
Peter Iredale is a shipwreck that's literally on the beach in Oregon. Just so everyone
Oh,
understands that joke.
okay.
Oh, learning.
Amazing.
And it's almost completely gone. It has decayed over my lifetime.
In North Portland?
Damn.
Is that in the North?
Sorry.
On the coast.
I was so caught up in the euphoria of the words One Piece while looking at a boat that I completely forgot the reality of actual shipwrecks.
Well, here it is. The supposed ship. There is a ladder on the side that will allow you to climb onto the upper deck here.
Is it completely beached?
For the most part, yeah. It's like occasionally the tide will come in and cover the bottom maybe foot at most with water, but yeah, it's beach.
Are there any signs of recent activity nearby, like footprints in the sand?
Let me get investigation.
I want to not do this right now. Oh!
Nate, it's a 20.
Ooh!
Oh!
Yeah.
He's back.
Don't call it a comeback, but please, maybe come back.
No signs of activity, no footprints, nothing else that seems to have had, when I say human, I mean like people interactions. Yeah, this ship seems very, very abandoned, covered in, well, seaweed, vines. This looks like it's just been decaying for decades.
Decaying.
Mm-hmm.
Decadesing.
If I may make one other inquiry into the state of the boat, can I give the side of it a really good kick and check the integrity of the wood before we go climb up on it?
Bro, you so would.
I love to check the integrity of.
Let me get an athletics check.
Well, how sturdy is it? Kung, kung.
He just,
7. That's a very sturdy ship. 7.
Mhm.
7. That thing is solid.
and
Impressive.
here we are
Good
again.
work.
It's
Yeah,
giving
you
like
you
dad
bruise your
checking
toe
the
on the
tire.
hole.
Yeah, Lacan's like,
Yep.
well,
Yep.
if there's bandits inside, we're not getting in this way.
Like, yep, she's a beaut. She's solid. It hold many pirates.
Can,
I want to try
Nice.
kicking it. Like, I want to imitate Lacan.
Sure.
Is it strength or athletics? you
Athletics.
said? I got a 7.
You do the same thing.
Same sound, like kung kung.
wait, can I do it too?
Sure.
Kadal goes, what are you guys even looking at? He does it, kicks it. It's a 7!
I have to try. You know I have to try, right?
Oh, we got triple sevens.
I gotta
Quit
try.
while you're
Do
ahead.
we win? Do we win?
What
Do
if?
we win D&D?
No, I
What
want to.
if? Okay, Cassia's looking at all of you, like with your like cartoon, like red throbbing toes, like coming out of your feet, out of your shoes. 18.
Oh, shit!
Plus, oh, my athletics is 0 though.
We
Cassia
softened it
walks up
for you.
and gives it a tiny little kick, and you hear the wood creak a little bit.
But it
It's pretty
resonates.
solid, but you felt that was the first time there was any sign of give.
That is so funny. That was perfect. That was a perfect
I
moment
imagine-
in D&D.
Like the sound of all of us is very similar, like kung 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 boom boom. And we're all like,
Like a gong. It was like a gong.
What is Major Armstrong doing right now?
Just
Rolling.
watching.
It's just.
It's okay. You could kick it if you want. Then we all like go.
I
Like,
think I'm gonna climb aboard.
oh,
Yeah.
cool too.
yes.
You can. That's a thing to do too.
Yes.
Can Kadal jump on board? Can I jump that high?
I always forget. Let me look. Jump height 5e is determined. The height of a jump is a running height jump allows you 3 plus your strength modifier feet into the air. For example, a character with +5 strength. What is your strength modifier?
Strength
So it's the
modifier
bonus.
is +4.
+4.
Or wait, that's a saving throw modifier or just modifier?
Just strength modifier. So there's your
Plus
score
2.
at +2.
14 plus 2.
Okay. So that means you can easily jump vertically. Said +2. So 5 feet in the air.
What? That's crazy. Kadal, squat time. What about Step of the Wind? Does that help me?
What does Step of the Wind do?
It's a dash action. It jumps the distance. That's double. My jump distance is double.
Then you would jump 10.
Yeah.
Does that make it?
This is like a full-size ship, so you gather the ladder. You have to climb up at least like probably 15, 20 feet.
We're all
so
just climbing, and Kadal's like,
Kadal's like, I'm gonna jump.
He's just
then
like-
catch the ladder.
You're like looking at it, like doing mental math, like
Yeah.
If I could,
Yeah.
Just
Like-
can I jump that? Can I jump
Kadal's
it?
like, I could make that.
like bending the knees to test, like, yeah, yeah,
The cat at the edge of the counter just.
yeah.
The equations are coming out of his head.
Yeah. He's got glasses on. He's got like a protractor and a map.
Meanwhile, we're already almost at the top,
already
like
there.
the rest of us.
He's like got a sundial watch and he's like checking the time.
Like an abacus.
Yeah. Just stupid math. And then you guys are already on the ship. Yeah.
As Armstrong says, Cadet, good thinking. It might be good to have somebody on the outside keeping an eye out.
Me?
Is that not what you're doing?
Good old. Yes. Yes, I agree. I figured I'd let you go up and I'll stay here.
Very well.
Damn it. So Kadal just outside, like, he's still doing numbers.
It's like, well, I'm out here now.
I guess this is my life now. Just practicing his vert.
Well, the rest of you and Armstrong are on the upper deck of this ship that is torn to pieces. You see cannons that have been waterlogged and not used in a very long time. You see ripped, tattered sails. You see a broken wheel at the head of the ship. What would you like to do?
I assume treasure would be in like the hold. So how do we go below deck?
There are stairs that look to be leading down. And you also notice uncharacteristically fancy doors, which you assume could be the captain's quarters.
Fancy doors, fancy treasure.
Bright red wood, red painted doors with gold trim.
Can you still detect magic, Luna?
Yeah, how
I'm like
long does that
slowly
last?
putting out a hand.
Kadal says, "What?
Nothing, it's fine.
Okay."
Up to 10 minutes. It's been more than 10 minutes since we
It has been more than 10 minutes.
I
can do
can't
it.
right now.
I can do it. I got you. Okay. So I can do detect magic within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Let's see. This thing is. Can you roll? Actually, I don't think you need to roll.
Alright.
You do detect magic.
And then you can use an action for that magic to glow so you can know where it is, right?
To see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. And you learn at School of Magic, if any.
Yes. Let me see here. So first and foremost, you detect magic under you. More towards the back of the ship. Trying to find school. I always forget what school is what. Observation.
That's good, because I don't know what school.
Here we go. Let's see. Focuses on no. The others no. 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 No school applicable,
Okay.
as far as I can tell.
And
There
do
might
I
be,
s-
but I'm. Anyway, go ahead.
That's okay. School life. Do I see an aura around any objects?
No, because it is. If there is an aura to be seen, it is
You have to go down.
down below. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you guys want to go down?
I want to go in the fancy room first. But that seems like Captain Armstrong, or Major Armstrong, should get to do that.
Okay. Yeah. We can do whatever you want, Avery.
Avery, that's your name.
Kadal says, "What?
Avery!
Avery!
Avery's!"
You may. I know things are a bit of a mess with the brass, and whether you are cadets or not is still up for debate, but I would still appreciate Major would be fine.
Mage? No, Major. I can do that. Sorry,
Thank
I think
you.
I have sunstroke or something. It came over me.
We can check the captain's quarters while we're here, and then descend and see what we find there.
I mean, it feels like this is your ship, kinda, so you should do the honors if you want.
Yeah.
To get over there is a huge split in the floor where you can look straight down into the lower decks, but there are still points in which they are connected, so you can get over to that door without any checks.
Yeah.
She goes to open it, does not open.
Oh! Do you think there's a non-magical lock on this door?
She tries again, and she kind of turns the handle and starts ramming the door a little bit. She says, "It doesn't seem locked."
Like it's jammed shut?
Possibly barricaded.
Are there holes in the deck above the captain's quarters? If Lacan were to walk up the stairs and peer down?
You could try. Let me get investigation again.
That's a 2, sir.
Nothing that you can see.
Nothing. There's nothing.
Fort
There's no way
Knox.
in. Mm-mm.
Fort Knox. Fort Knox in here.
It's impossible.
Hey, Lacan, you want to use your big axe to chop through this door? If that's okay with Major Armstrong.
By all means. I don't think I'm going to get much use out of the ship.
You sure this is some pretty solid wood?
If you think you can.
Yeah, I mean, is there I will definitely do this. I don't suppose it's too much to hope that you would all be looking away at other things while I try.
I found a starfish!
Oh, that's cool! Cassia found a starfish!
Wait, I wanna look
Whoa!
at it.
You should show
Dude, it's
Kadal and
smell.
take everybody with you.
I throw it over the edge. And it lands on Kadal's head.
You guys hear Kadal go, "Guys, a starfish! From the sky!"
I'm gonna use this moment to use the battle axe on the door,
Okay.
aiming specifically for the hinges. Is it possible to be strategic with the swing in any way?
You could try. Let me get an attack roll if you're trying to specify.
Hooja! It's an 8, sir.
Okay. You do hit it because it is a door, but you don't. It doesn't land quite on the exact hinges you want. But let me get damage.
It's I think if I did it two-handed, I got 12. If I did it one-handed, I got 7. I'll leave that up to you.
Okay. Two-handed's fine. You break a chunk out of the door. It's kind of a like 6-inch tall sliver that you kind of just like ripped out.
Like
Feels
I
like
said,
this-
pretty solid.
Does feel like it would take a while. It would take a lot of time to do this. A lot of time and effort.
Oh. Can I get one more swing
Sure.
before everybody turns around and looks at me again?
Mhm.
Oh, Nate.
Yep.
You see, I got a 20, Nate.
You crit it.
Plus 4. Yeah, I crit the door.
All right. So yeah, you're aiming for the hinges.
Yeah. I'm too happy he's gonna ruin it.
You get perfect aim at the hinges, and you're able to rip the hinges just clean off of the wood. But the door does not fall.
No, this is bullshit! Lacan yells and kicks the door as hard as he can.
It seems like the hinge might not be the only thing keeping the door in place.
Maybe we need to go around, like come at it from on top or on the bottom.
I tried, Luna. There's no way in up there. But you can tell that I'm in a frenzy and maybe not being fully on.
If I look into that like slash that Lacan made, can I Misty step into there? Because it's anywhere I can see.
Whoa. Love that.
So as you peer into this sliver that you just ripped out, you see inside, behind the hinges, is not a room. It's blocked by more wood.
Guys, it's double wood.
Yeah.
Double
From
wood.
all of this, you would gather that it's very likely this is also boarded up from the inside.
Okay. Okay.
There must be something good in there if they've gone through this much trouble to keep it safe.
And did someone just like stay in there for like 200 years?
Well, my relative did seem to be on the paranoid side.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, do you think he died in there?
Very likely.
Gross.
Oh, this is that ship where he had to kill his whole crew?
I assume.
Suddenly this ship is way spooky and not a romantic cutie ship. It is scary ship.
Well, we could always burn the door down.
Oh yeah.
Not a
You'd-
bad idea.
A, you'd risk burning the whole ship down, burning what's inside there. And B, this wood is so waterlogged, I don't know if it would even ignite.
Perhaps.
Which is it, Major?
Well, Major Armstrong, what do you think we should do?
We haven't seen what's below yet. So
Okay.
maybe we keep those plans in the back pocket.
We can tunnel
Okay.
up. That's brilliant, Major.
Sure.
We love tunnels.
We do
We
great in
love
tunnels.
tunnels.
And let's take a little
Good at
BRB there.
tunnels.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes. See you soon.
Taking my notes.
I'm gonna try that.
And we are back.
Welcome
Short
back.
a player. But that is all right. Hello, and welcome to StonesThrow RPG, where we play Dungeons and Dragons.
Good job.
Thank you. I am the Dungeon Master. And now I will master this dungeon.
Ooh.
Anyway. Ugh. You descend?
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right. Map 2. Lower decks.
Ba-ba-ba.
It's not actually this pristine. I just couldn't get the map to look to this
Ooh.
particular. But either way, you descend and you walk into a large, long room with dusty old hammocks, along with a couple doors and rooms to explore.
Is there anything of note in or around the hammocks?
One of them has a skeleton.
Oh no.
Does it look like that skeleton died peacefully in its sleep?
I mean, he's laying there.
No, like, blood splatter or anything?
Nah, no knife in the rib cage.
Cool.
He's got his little hands folded under his head. And he's
Yeah.
just, like shoulders up by his ears. Like,
Aw.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
nice.
picturing.
Not on
Can I
him. Around, though, you see that there is some remnants of very, very old, deep blood staining.
That's what I figured.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of his stuff still there?
Whose?
The skeletons.
Oh,
And what's his name? I'm so sorry.
does anyone have speak with dead?
No.
Oh, man.
or does he have like a little nameplate over the top of his bed? Like,
Is it,
Jim.
is it on his little hat?
did his mom sew it on his shirt?
Nah, no ID, unfortunately.
No chest at the foot of his bed with goods in it?
No.
Can
But
I
really quick, Kadal, can you roll perception for me?
What? 15.
Okay. And you're just continuing to scout the perimeter, make sure no one's approaching.
Yeah. Kadal's. It's a mix of like just walking and pacing and like having a beach episode, and then trying to jump and touch the rim of the boat, and patrolling on occasion.
You look out to the ocean, and about 50 feet out, something is looking at you.
No.
Kadal. He goes.
And you see it's just poking out of the water what looks to be some kind of frog-like thing. You just see two beady eyes just kind of squinting at you.
He goes. Hey!
And it disappears under the water.
Whoa! And he goes. He looks at the ship, not at the ocean, like. Oh. And so he like keeps pacing around the boat, but keeps his eye where the frog thing was. Maybe he grabs like a rock and throws it in that area.
Like a fresh rock, not the one that's personal to you that you're
No,
holding
that's
onto.
mine. No.
Oh,
I picked up one.
I just wanted to be clear.
Pick up
Different
and
rock.
Hey! Wheat.
No reaction.
It didn't
Okay.
have like a black eye, Kadal, from the one you know.
So what Kadal's gonna do is
Lives.
at the shore, he's gonna get right to where the water, like the tide starts to come in, and just stick just his head underwater and see if he can see.
The waters are a bit too dark for how far away. You can only see probably like 30 feet out.
Yeah, and then the little tiny little waves keep hitting my face too. So I'm like, okay, so Kadal, whoa, Kadal is torn. He's like, watch the ship and keep an eye out. So he's just gonna keep pacing, but just keep his eye out into the water.
Okay. Back on the ship. What will y'all like to do?
Can I see my glow, my aura, my magic aura?
What's the duration? Can you remind me?
That's a great question. Let me double check.
We just looked it up for me because it was 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes, right, okay. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet.
Oh.
You don't see an aura yet.
Okay. Do I sense one, like, with my, like, spidey senses?
You still sense it. It is in the direction going towards the back of the ship.
The back.
Let's follow that before you stop being able to sense it.
Okay. Is that okay with you, Major?
By all means, if you have a hunch.
Can Lacan ready an attack action behind Cassia just in case anything pops out of her?
Sure.
That's so cute. Okay,
All
I
right.
guess.
So y'all head over to this back room of the ship. The door is unlocked,
Nice.
creaks open, and you find that this room is not only the source of magic, but there's all kinds of magic in here.
Whoa!
A lot, not just the source, multiple sources come from these crates that you see,
Oh.
as well as in the northeastern corner of this room. As you can see it on the map here, there's this pile of ash.
Okay.
Can I investigate the pile of ash?
Yes, let me get investigation.
9.
It is a pile of ash with a few faint glowing embers on it.
No.
Is there anything that looks like it produces fire? Like in the walls or...
No. What would you
Does
like
it-
to do?
Can I investigate a crate?
Sure. Lacan, if you want to investigate as well. Are you looking through the crates too, or are you
I'm
standing?
holding my action to
Okay.
attack still and just watching Cassia. I'm looking at the pile of ash on the floor. I'm looking at Cassia. I'm looking at the pile of ash. I'm looking at Luna. I'm looking at the pile.
Okay.
Well, I got an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Perfectly respectable 8.
Armstrong will investigate as well.
Nice.
All right.
She's a teacher. She should know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. You go digging through these crates. You find a couple of things. The crates are kind of filled with this jet black dirt and all the stuff you kind of have to like rummage and dig through. Cassia, can you roll a d6?
Five.
Okay. So Armstrong pulls out of the dirt what looks to be a jar of eyeballs.
Oh. Does
Just kind of
Khan's he's watching everyone rifle through these boxes and then sees what's been pulled out. Is this ringing any bells, like, for what he knows about anything?
no.
This
is very
this
weird.
is not like any type of monster or monstrous type of person. You know, those foul blood-sucking kind usually.
No.
Alright, well, as the teacher starts going, he's gonna lower his elbows and probably release that attack and just watch everybody dig through.
Are those eyeballs magical, Cassia?
They?
After the time that's passed with the investigation, the detect magic has since faded because it took a couple minutes to deal with the door, to come down here, and to dig through.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We should eat one.
That doesn't seem like the only way.
Good point.
Let's
And she's
find
just like-
everything else first, and then I'll see if I can detect it.
Cool.
Are the
Cassia,
crates-
Yeah.
you find a silver ring with sharp teeth sculpted into its design.
Whoa. This looks hungry. Can I put it on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Khan's like, careful, Cassia!
Oh! Goes back into the dirt.
You said black dirt. We know what gunpowder is, right?
Yeah.
So this is not gunpowder, it just is dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Are there labels or, like, anything sprayed on the side of the boxes to identify them?
No. You keep looking. You investigate again. Take another couple minutes.
I'd love to. Yeah, Cassia's just like covered in dirt, and like the ring is the only thing kind of like clean on her, and she's just like, "This is fun, actually."
Okay.
I want to investigate. Cassie made it look fun. I got a 1. Oh my. No, I don't want to investigate. That was just a whimsical thought that I had.
Yeah, Lacan, you kind of like, you barely touch the dirt for a second and you see it stain your fingertips and you're just like, no.
I'm like,
Can I-
what?
Can I go in the room by the ashes?
Sure. The one to the north?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First, Cassia, can I get another investigation?
Sure. That's a D20.
Yes, plus your investigation bonus.
It's a 9.
Okay. Go ahead and roll another d6 for me.
Ooh, okay. 2.
Okay.
1,000.
You are digging through, and you see, before you pull it out, you unveil what looks to be a potted mushroom with strange holes in it.
Oh, it's the Swiss cheese of mushrooms. It's cute.
You take it out.
Yes, please.
When you start to pull it out of the crate, a painfully ear-piercing shriek erupts from the mushroom.
Oh, sorry. I cover it with dirt. Can I cover it with dirt really fast? I'm sorry.
The con comes running
is-
into the room behind you. Like, what's happening?
Nothing.
It is a haunting scream that sounds like someone being brutally murdered.
Great.
Does it stop when it gets buried?
It continues on for a little bit. As you bury it, it starts to get more muffled.
Oh God.
Kadal bangs on the ship. Like, what? Is everyone okay?
Kadal, you do hear
mushroom!
this. You hear
Yeah.
you hear the scream of someone who is dying.
Kadal's like, are we okay?
It's a mushroom.
What?
There's a mushroom, right?
You would, he wouldn't be able to hear you from in here. The mushroom was loud enough to hear, but not you.
Whoa.
With
So
my
could-
kid
It's like-
heritage, do we know anything about this?
I will say, is anyone proficient in nature?
I have a +7. Yes, I am.
If you are proficient in nature, you may make a nature check.
What is proficient?
There's a column to the left with circles.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
If it's filled in, you're proficient.
What? Oh.
25?
25. Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah, Luna, you would know just from the sound before you even saw it. Like, as you were in this other room, looking around, you heard a shrieker, which is literally a mushroom that, as a defense mechanism, if it's disturbed in any way, it just shrieks.
So is it sentient?
No,
It's
I
just
mean, as sentience as plants are to you.
right. In a panpsychism kind of way, yes, but the same way as like a Venus flytrap.
Yes.
Oh, you found a shrieker! Cute!
And Luna, it's also weird that that's not a very common thing.
Is it like a delicacy of some kind, or
No, it's just
just not around much?
it's just not around much. It's a weird thing.
And this is a sound that would be like alarming to anyone.
Yeah, to anyone who doesn't know, which would be the rest of you,
Okay.
someone just screamed for their life.
So from that, I think Kadal jumps onto the ship and climbs the ladder and comes through and tries to find it.
Kadal, as you're climbing the ladder, as you get halfway up, you get back out into the ocean, and those frog eyes have poked out and are staring at you again.
Yeah. He's like, "Cut!"
Like squints at you back.
He like climbs up real quick, follows the sound, and goes, "Is everyone okay?"
Yeah, it's just a shrieker.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Okay. You promise you're okay?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it's this kind of mushroom that has a defense mechanism, shrieks like that. Isn't it cute?
Yes. I'm gonna go back outside now.
Okay.
He runs back outside, and Kadal stands on like the edge of the ship and like looks back out at that water. Like, where the hell?
Don't see him.
So Kadal goes back onto the sand and starts pacing again and looking out in the water like, I saw you.
Do I, with my roll, do I know, like, as a defense mechanism, it shrieks, but like, does it like to be in the dark? When it's, what kind of disturbance, like if we were to take it out and then like wrap it in a cape or let it sit for a second, would it stop screaming?
If it's being either like attacked, like something's trying to feed on it, or just like moved. Basically, if it's disturbed. So movement, changes in light, being touched. So you can kind of assume that like however it got here, it probably made a fuss getting here, was buried in this dirt, and then like got used to it.
Okay.
Can I put the top back on there and just kind of...
Yeah.
And then open a different one?
Well, Luna, you, before you heard the shrieker go off, you looked in this small room to see that this is at least what's left of a weaponry. You see lots of dusty old broken weapons. You see rusted swords, and a pile of cannonballs in the corner.
Any weapons that look useful at all?
The only ones that are even usable don't look like they would be any kind of upgrade to anyone. Like, the only usable ones have become rusted and worn.
I guess I'll cast Detect Magic now
Okay.
Is anything in this room magic?
Not in this little room, no.
I go look at the ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are magic?
There seems to be magic emitting from them, as well as the boxes.
And no school still?
Not from the ashes and from the boxes. It's just these things are still filled with things that are emitting different types of magics, and also there's just like a lot of stuff, a lot of weird stuff too. This is a weird ass storage room.
I pick up a crate and dump it out.
That would require an athletics check. These are big and filled with dirt.
I roll a 3.
Does not budge.
I start digging the dirt out.
Can the three of you roll perception? I'll have Armstrong do it too.
While they're
18.
rolling.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
Wow, 15.
Okay. Kadal, you're going to say something?
Kadal can't stop thinking about whatever that was in the water, so he's gonna go into the water and investigate.
Okay. We'll come back to the perception rolls. Kadal, let me get investigation.
He's like, yeah, well, if I have to guard the ship, that could be an intruder. Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. 10.
Okay. It wouldn't be that difficult for you as you swim a little further out to where you consistently saw these eyes. You see a giant frog.
Oh!
And by giant frog, it's a medium-sized creature, so it takes up a 5-foot space. So it's basically like a human-sized frog. And
Whoa.
it's just sitting at the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, can I swim to it and just be like, hey, why are you watching me?
It looks at you and just goes as just a lot of bubbles spit out of its mouth.
Okay, I want to swim closer and be like, why are you watching me?
What's your armor class?
Oh, fuck. It's 15.
It doesn't do damage, but it launches its thick pink tongue at you, and it kind of clonks you in the head enough to like the momentum makes you do a little backflip underwater. It just
I'm
kind
like,
of
ah! Ah! I go, what the hell is that? And I go back to it, I just get in its face like, what are you doing? Why did you do that?
it's just staring at you. Think like Naruto frog vibes. It's just
Yes. I'm like, I respect it. I want to put out my hand and shake his hand. Or his this, whatever this is for him.
it just looks at you.
He goes, I'm Kadal. I'm Kadal.
Yelling at
dawns
someone
on-
in your language doesn't make them understand it.
It starts to dawn on you that this is a frog. This isn't like a frog person. It doesn't share the same sentience. It's just a
Yes.
frog.
Yeah, so he goes, so then, has Kadal seen this kind of animal before? Is this like a...
It's not that weird. You might not have seen a giant frog specifically, but you've seen like big amphibious creatures. You've seen big fish. It's just an animal.
So I go from trying to shake his fin hand, then he goes and tries to set his hand on the top of his head to pat him.
Let me get animal handling.
Oh. Please. 3.
Bites your hand.
Wait, I have inspiration. I want to use inspiration.
I was screaming and muted. Do not use your inspiration on this.
Kadal, follow
You
your
can if
heart,
you
bro.
want.
Inspiration then.
I'm on your other shoulder going, befriend that frog,
I know.
dude.
Yeah, I have Luna and Lacan. I'm like, okay. So it's a 3. It's a 3.
It's a 3? Okay. Yeah, it bites your hand.
And Kadal goes, "Ah!" And he just takes it and swims off. Like,
Aww.
Oh.
Meanwhile...
Now I feel bad. You should use the inspiration. You should defend the frog.
Oh,
Should have
too
held
late.
onto his tongue, brought him up with you.
Jesus.
God.
Yeah, you don't have to befriend him. You could intimidate him.
ooh.
Into friendship.
Grapple him.
Oh, we'll come back. I'm taking a breather. I'm like, well, I'll be back.
The rest of you rolled high enough to perceive that the embers on the ash are beginning to glow.
Like they're getting more on fire, not less on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
This
They're
goes
kind
against
of-
everything I know about the conservation of energy.
They're kind of...
Can I Arcana check that?
Yeah.
Ooh, 23.
Mm. This is some kind of magic. Some kind of magic being activated.
Oh.
And I don't know anything about, like, this looks like something that's, you know, a transmutation spell, or it's gonna blow up, or it's like,
You've never seen anything like this before.
And we
What
can't
do you do?
sense ghost?
I've never seen anything like this before. We should back up. I want to get behind cover.
Okay,
Get behind a crate
sure. You can do that.
and watch.
Armstrong will join. Find some space in the crates. What about the rest of you?
Kadal's still underwater.
Yes. Cassia and Lacan.
Oh,
Lacan, you're
you're
muted.
muted.
Because it was your turn, Cassie. Lacan's gonna look around the room and see, is there anything that looks like a bucket of water or like a bucket in a puddle?
Not as you glance around.
Good
And I
idea.
stomp on the ash.
You can try.
Yes. You know? It's
You're the-
strength that...
What
Always
if
put
it's
your good foot
alive?
forward.
Cassie, unless I'm interfering with something you wanted to do.
Cassia,
nope.
yeah, what are you? Okay.
Oh, I'll hide too, behind next to Luna.
Okay.
What? So we all saw the same thing, right? This pile of ash is starting to like glow and like
Mhm.
catch. Yeah,
Yeah,
that looks
every-
like fire to me.
What if
I'm
it's
a
alive?
fighter.
It could be a friend.
So everyone's hiding, but Lacan is
Look on
stomping
with
the
his
ash.
foot poised over the ashes to stomp on it.
This man is here to kick things.
All right. You
unarmed?
you stomp on the ash. The glowing does not cease as you take 2 fire damage. As you're stomping, the ash erupts into about a 7-foot tall burst of green flame.
Green
flame!
Ooh.
Yeah, he's gonna do a kind of like a spin move away from that fire and be like, okay, new plan, and pull out his rapier as he backs up, still in front of everybody else in the fire.
I'll stab at the fire.
This is better. This is better.
Okay, so Lacan, you're taking a stance. The rest of you are hiding.
Yes.
Those hiding, let me get stealth.
Uh-oh. I got a 1.
Oh no.
Oh wait, but I have luck. But I
Hey,
have so
lucky!
much luck.
Lucky!
Okay.
Lucky.
Reroll.
Haha, got you.
Don't
Oh,
tell me
good.
yet.
I got a 3. That's way better. And +1 is 4.
Okay.
So, can't catch me.
11.
Okay. All right. The the green flame burns
Green flame.
as someone steps out. You see, stepping out of the fire, this lovely individual. Green skin, white hair, very sharp teeth. Drop it in resources, also on the map.
Oh no no. Oh no no no.
As she
Is
steps
she
out.
carrying a heart?
Not this one in particular.
Oh,
Okay.
What conditioner do you use?
She steps out and looks at you, Lacan, and says, "Who the fuck are you?"
My mistake, madam. I'm so very sorry. Then he's got the rapier up in one hand and the other hand just like,
That's all you say?
I can only apologize.
Submission.
Let me get a persuasion check.
So, I never would have kicked the fire if I knew it was an advanced in age woman. I've got a 10 for my perception. Is that what I was supposed to do?
Persuasion. Let me get
I'm so
persuasion.
flustered. That's a Nate
Let's
got
go.
a
Let's
natural
go.
20 again.
He's so charming today.
It's happening to me.
She's really into this submissive act.
You hold up your hands, your sword in hand, you apologize, and she says, "Well, it must be my birthday then."
Happy birthday, congratulations.
And you must be my present.
No, I don't think that's true.
Oh, no, you are, I can tell. You were ordered by my sisters, weren't you?
Let me check. Who were your sisters?
She
got
she
paper.
walks up and she runs up, a bony, pointy nail down your arm.
Nope. I don't think I was ordered by your sisters, madam. I think this is just a mistake, and I should go. We should go. I'll go. No one else is here. They're hiding very successfully. I'm gonna go.
She says, "No, you're in here now, pretty boy, along with your friends. You broke into my place. Think you're just gonna leave here?"
Your place. This is your place?
oh shit.
She looks at the unpacked, dug up, horrific memorabilia, goes, "Whose shit did you think that was? You made a proper
Well, it was all-
mess."
Packed up. I didn't think this was anybody's place. I thought it was more of a liminal situation that terminated perhaps at an unexpected juncture. I
So
certainly
if
didn't
I
think.
break into your house, look at your closet that has all your shit put away, you want me to think, oh, this must be nobody's.
I think if you were to look in my closet where I put all my, as you call it, shit away, you would recognize me as quite somebody. But I use
maybe you
hangers, so
um,
perhaps that is where we draw the line here.
Well, maybe you should bring me back home and show me then. What do you say?
That is a generous offer, lady who came out of the pile of dirt on the floor. But I really think this is just total mistake that we met. This is not how it's supposed to be. So if you would like to go back, or I could perhaps just leave. If you would like me to put any of these things, I'm not going to do that. What? The conch is like slowly like backing out of the door.
The door slams shut behind you.
Oh Jesus!
She says, "You can't just make a mess of my place here and just be on the lot of yours way." So,
All right.
probably just gonna have to kill you now. You seen too much. Probably after me pies.
Can I jump out from behind the crate and surprise her with a hilarious joke.
Yeah.
Why was the lady who jumped out of the embers such a good counselor?
God, no, Luna, please.
Because she was very reassuring. I cast hideous laughter.
All right.
Wisdom 14 save.
How do you do that?
She succeeds, and now I would like everyone but Kadal to roll initiative.
You don't have a very good sense of humor.
While they're rolling initiative, can Kadal catch a fish?
Yeah. Let me get nature.
Okay.
I imagine his background music is really like positive and upbeat and like whistly and folksy.
It's like Animal Crossing.
That's what I was
Kadal got a 12.
All right. You caught a fish.
So I caught the fish.
Woo-hoo.
And I'm like, yes! And I'm going to go feed it to the giant frog.
Okay. You know what? Kadal, let me also get initiative, and your initiative will just be us checking in on how this goes.
Cool.
Let me get Luna.
17.
Okay. Lacan.
18.
Right. Cassia.
6.
6. And Kadal.
11.
Okay. Oh, and Armstrong is here too.
Yeah.
She rolled an 8.
I try to high five her. It's okay.
Now is really not the time.
Sorry.
All right. The spell, the hideous laughter, fails. One moment.
That's honestly not on me.
That was a really good joke.
Thank you.
She's ice cold, Luna.
I mean, neither of you laughed either, but that's fine.
She is hostile. She is angry. She says, "You won't even live to regret that one, little one." Lacan,
Not very nice.
it is your turn. What will you do?
Would it take an action for me to recall anything I know about people that appear out of piles like this, or perhaps people that show up that look like her?
It would not. It would be a free action, but this is completely over your head.
Yeah.
This is all new to you.
Okay. Then can I instead look around and see, like, she kind of reconstituted out of this pile. Is there anything that she seems like attached to, or is she holding any like physical object?
She is not.
Thinking of the Inuyasha and the demon in the comb, but for now, I think Lacan's panicked enough. While she turns to talk trash to Luna, yeah, I'm gonna bring my rapier up and say, "Don't talk to her," and slash.
All right.
That is a 19 to hit.
A 19 hits. Roll damage.
11 damage, and then I'd also like to use one of my superiority dice, if I may, to make it a goading attack. So that is a Wisdom 12 saving throw, and ideally they target me after.
Okay. Fails the save.
Ooh, okay, and I get to roll another d8. All right, that only adds a 1.
Okay. But now it's targeting you.
Yeah, so I do 11, 12 rapier damage, and now if she wants to target someone other than me, she does it at disadvantage.
Okay. She has no problem targeting you. And can I get from you, Lacan, a wisdom saving throw?
Not a great one. You'll get a 7.
Okay. So with your, it was a goading, you said?
Goading attack.
Yeah. With your goading, she looks to you, and you hear, well, she says, like, oh, I'm not picky. I'll do you off one by one. As you hear voices fill your head, speaking very crass, very offensive things to you. As you take 5 psychic damage.
Lacan is also blushing furiously.
Just don't forget about your extra hit points, speed, and armor class.
Yes, I'm very fond of those things.
All right. That brings us to Luna.
I will think it's important that we have Lacan in here. So I am going to use my Dancing Lights cantrip as a signal flare and shoot a prismatic orb of light up into the air and use my bonus action to move it up 60 feet. And I don't know if I can make them blink or anything, but...
Cool. For that, we can say we can. Kadal, you would see this.
Oh, Kadal. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not your turn, but you do see this bright light fly up from the ship.
Yeah. And that's an action and a bonus action, so I will take cover as the rest of my
Okay.
action.
That does bring us to Kadal.
So it goes into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm underwater. Can I see it?
Let's see how bright it is.
Let me get perception.
That is a 15.
Yeah, the light of it would like reflect into the water, grab your attention, and you'd be able to, we'll just say as a free action, you could turn, kind of get back up to the surface and take a look, and you see that this sort of flare is up in the air.
Have I ever seen a flare like this before?
In my mind, I feel like it's a signal we've talked about, but we haven't ever in game, so I think it's up to you how you interpret
Cool.
a big light of Luna's that goes ping, 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 ping.
So I surface up. I go, whoa. They must be playing with more magic. And I go back down to the frog with my fish, and I go to feed the frog.
Okay. That does bring us to your turn, so let me get animal handling at advantage.
At advantage.
Glad I used my whole turn for that.
God, it's such a good idea.
It's a 9.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Cool. It bites your hand and the fish whole. And it just
He just goes, and then he swims away, and he turns around, and I guess that's the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're swimming away, are you swimming back to shore?
No, I'm facing off with the frog.
Oh, okay, you're in this. Got it. All right. Armstrong is up. Oh, that's interesting. Good to know. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, she's gonna... Magic Missile
She has magic missile?
Yeah, dude. Armstrong's cracked. Ugh. Bad rolls, though. 3 little missiles go off. She goes, "That's cute."
You never want your enemy to call your stuff cute.
Cassia.
Am I allowed to use my telekinetic shove on an object? It says like creature, but does that just mean it cannot be an object?
Telekinetic shove.
And it's like my
5E.
bonus action.
Bonus action, you get to shove 1. It does specify creature.
Okay. 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 Then no. I'll go with fire then. That I would like to use firebolt.
Okay.
Oh my god. The 13.
A 13 does not hit.
Okay,
Anything
then
else?
No, thank you though.
Okay. Top of the round, Lacan.
Well, I'm gonna attack again and try and push her back into the room. Maybe everyone can get out.
All right.
We're gonna leave here. Oh no. That's a 10.
A 10 is not going to do it.
Embarrassing. But I'm going to bonus action. Do the where's my thingy? Where's my thingy? Action surge.
Ooh, we love to surge the action.
We surge it.
Let's see it.
Don't embarrass me now. Fucking why? It's a 1. Like
We blew all our good stuff on the Gricken.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired. For all that cricketing. Yeah, that's a whiff. That's a solid 1 + 4.
All right. This lovely lady is up. She's gonna just claw at you, Lacan.
Ooh.
It's spicy.
Hurt.
Oh.
That is a 23 to hit.
Come on. Yeah, that hits me. Absolutely. Oh, mascot.
Yeah.
My God.
My ass. 9 slashing damage
Yeah. Don't like that.
as these blood-stained, dirty claws, these long, jagged fingernails just slash you.
It's on me. Get out of here. We've got to run.
You look like you might like it rough.
I certainly don't. Not with you. Get out of here.
Hey, yo.
Luna!
I cast Fairy Fire on her.
Hey!
She is outlined in a prismatic light, which makes her look so much prettier.
It's a save, right?
Dex 14.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Just making sure. Okie dokie. Rolls an 8.
Yay! She glows.
She glows.
So pretty. Now any attack against her has advantage.
Nice.
And she can't be invisible.
This
Also,
light suits
what-
you much better.
Everything around her also, like the objects around her also glow.
Lot of glowing. Lot of stuff glowing. Jar of eyeballs glowing.
Glowing.
Boxes glowing.
And for my bonus action, Lacan, are you looking pretty injured or are you looking okay?
Fine. I've got 26 to 32 hit points.
Okay.
Whoa.
That seems fine. But I'll say to Lacan, actually I'll play a little ditty that's like some sort of like Scottish punk that I heard Lacan listening to when he didn't think anyone noticed. On my panpipe.
Just like
And
hitting
give
that
you-
chorus. That's
Yeah.
just...
Yeah, exactly. Give you bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. That brings us to Kadal.
I go back up to the frog
Okay.
and I set my hand on his forehead again to pat it. And I want to be friends with him.
Let me get
Fighting a hag.
animal handling.
I don't know that. I think you guys are still playing with magic and screaming mushrooms.
Yeah, my light went.
It's a 9 again.
Okay. Not only does it fail, the frog is now hostile and will be joining the initiative.
No!
It's like classic hunter trying to tame pet.
Yeah. I imagine me as what's his freaking name? Chris Pratt and the Velociraptors. I'm like, shh, it's okay, girl. Trying to tame a Velociraptor.
I'm just glad that Kadal found something to do.
I don't want to talk to you, Quiddle.
Scram!
All right. Oh, wrong initiative. There we go. And that brings us to the frog.
Kadal's beach day.
Rolls a 15. There's a frog.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
It hits. I'm
Okay.
15.
Okay, it hits. Great.
Just the apathy in those eyes. Just
That's what you're looking at the whole time. 4 piercing damage.
Fuck.
And now you are grappled. As
It
you were
kinda
just
feels-
in the jowls of this giant frog mouth.
And just like sighed and planked and everything, just like, okay, so I guess this is life now.
And you're both just like calmly sitting there.
My arms are crossed. Like, all right, I should have seen this coming.
Cool. Great. All right. Brings us back to Armstrong. Ah, here we are. Let's... You know what Armstrong's gonna do? Armstrong kind of walks around behind the crates to get to you, Lacan, without provoking an attack of opportunity, and is going to cast Mage Armor on you.
Oh.
So Armstrong lays a hand on you, kind of a blue glow, and your AC becomes 13 plus your dexterity modifier.
Does it have to?
Does that lower it?
By a lot.
Okay, just kidding.
Okay.
Mage armor on Luna then. I'm assuming that would raise
I'm
it.
like, ah.
I have 15 armor.
And what is your dex mod?
+4.
Okay, so you now have temporarily 17 AC.
Cool.
All right, that brings us to Cassia.
Okay. I would like to try to shrink the hag with reduce.
Okay.
The spell reduce.
Is it a save?
It doesn't seem like there's a save.
There.
Oh. Yeah.
I feel like there
No.
has to be. Large reduced.
Casting time. Oh, sorry. Con 14. I'm sorry.
Con 14. Okay. 14. That was a. Rolls a 12.
Yes.
Nice. Little hag. A haglet.
The target size is halved in all dimensions. Its weight is reduced to 1/8 of normal.
Look at the picture.
Oh my god!
Tiny little hag.
But her clothes stay the same. So she's just
Whoa.
in a giant jammies.
Disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Target's weapons also shrink. Weapons are reduced. Okay. Do claws count as weapons? I would say so. Oh yeah, melee weapon attack. Okay, so her claw attack is going to be reduced because of
Heck
this.
yes. She's a glowing little haglet.
It's
Aw,
like in remember
cute.
when Yzma gets turned into the little kitten?
Is that my voice?
Oh yeah, she strings. She's like, oh, what the fuck?
And I'm towering over her like
Gotta fuck up the lot of you for this. Gotta grind your bones into pastries.
The cop
Yum.
like snorts like. Okay.
Then
Sell them for cheap. Won't even be worth nothing.
hey, we'd be worth something.
Our bones are worth a lot.
Yeah. And then as my bonus action, I would like to do a little telekinetic shove, just like this, like a boink.
Okay.
That's
The K-drama forehead flick.
Yeah, that game.
What's
That's
the
diabolical.
save for the telekinetic shove?
14, strength 14.
Okay, so and the strength is going to be reduced.
Low. She's
It's
a little
a-
mouse now.
Wow, disadvantage. Sorry, remind me what the DC. You said 14.
14.
11. Still succeeds it.
Ow. Doink, 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 doink. This hand is
All right, Lacan.
Looking around the room, is there anything we've unearthed that resembles like a container that would fit her, like a bird cage or like a big jar?
A crate.
my God.
You did find a well. She's shrunk to what was it? Half?
I thought it was 1/8.
No, the weight is 1/8.
Oh.
The
Oh,
size is
sorry.
halved. So she's not like this tiny. Like instead
No.
of being like 5 feet tall, she's like 2.5 feet tall now. So no containers of that size in sight.
Ah, okay, and that's a little too big for me to step on, which was Plan B.
Did Christina get advantage on that telekinetic shove?
Oh, should I have?
It's a
Because of
saving
fairy
throw.
fire. Oh. My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks.
Oh, good. Looking out.
All right, well, I'm gonna attack her again.
Okay.
15 plus. Oh, I can't see Nate's face.
Huh?
Do I have
said
to add
fif-
bardic? Yeah, 15.
1 second. Target has advantage on until the spell. Oh, disadvantage. Okay, so it doesn't affect attack rolls. A 15 does not
Oh.
hit.
Wait, sorry, I didn't roll at advantage. I just rolled the 1.
Because of fairy fire. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna stick with the 15, but we're gonna roll bardic inspiration. Yeah.
Okay.
Love that for you.
Thank you so much. Shout out, Luna. And that's just a 1d4, d6.
D6.
Beautiful. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 hits.
Okay, let's get in there. And I'm gonna attack for 8 piercing damage plus superiority die, if I may.
Sure thing.
And if claws are a weapon, can I disarm her of the claws?
No.
Okay. Then we're gonna do the goading attack again. And she's
Okay.
attacking. Yes. Which is Which goes here. And add it all up. Oh, it's a 16 now, friend.
16
Damage.
additional?
8 plus 8.
Oh, plus 8. Okay, cool. All right. Doesn't like that.
Not so
Yes.
tough now, I say. She's fair.
I will fuck you up, pretty boy.
This just makes me madder.
Kadal, or sorry, Lacan, let me get another wisdom save.
6.
So that's not good.
I didn't think it was.
Just gotta roll damage here. It's getting pissed. Small but mighty.
Brain's smaller too, right? It should hurt less.
9 psychic damage with another vicious mockery.
It's not true. I'm very tall.
All right, that brings us to Luna.
I'm gonna pop up from behind my little crate with my little crossbow and just take a little shot.
All right, at advantage.
At advantage.
Oh,
Dirty 20.
That hits. Damage.
8.
All right.
Get her ass, Luna.
And I'm gonna play that same song louder.
Nice.
For real this time.
oh my god.
Sounds true to my second brother. Thank you.
And then I'll duck back behind my crate.
All right. Kadal.
All right, so I'm stuck in a frog.
Yep. Let me get.
You're stuck in a frog?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's grappled.
Things have escalated.
Things have gotten weird.
things are getting crazy down here, you guys. I
This
might
is
not-
not how you make friends.
Let me get a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Yeah. That's an 18.
You break free from the clutches of this frog. That's going to be your action.
Great. Do I have a bonus action? Can I use
Yeah.
a bonus action?
Are you gonna punch the frog?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I can't do anything else then.
No talk, only punch.
Yeah, no, we're just gonna be eye contact. I'm just keeping very intent eye contact with the frog.
Mm-hmm. Frog rolls a 19 to bite you again.
Fucking
You take 2 piercing damage, and you are once again grappled.
shit!
You break free. You're like, ah! And then it just...
I'm like, don't do that. All right,
Oh,
Do frogs
that's all
have
going
teeth?
on.
my arms are crossed again. I'm just in the frog.
Wait, do frogs have teeth? Do you?
No.
No.
Andrew in chat on YouTube says a dragonborn in the frog's mouth is worth 2 in the bush.
Amazing.
Whoa.
What?
Most frogs have teeth.
No way.
Yeah.
Little teeth.
We can get into that later.
Okay.
It's crazy.
All right. Yeah.
I didn't know that about frogs.
Armstrong's gonna hit that Ignis with a firebolt.
Woohoo!
That's gonna be an 18 to hit. Nice little bolt of fire hits the hag. Oh wait, it wasn't at advantage, so I just need to confirm a crit. Does not crit. All right. Cassia.
If I use a physical action, does that break my concentration?
No.
Okay, then I'd like to take that crate with the mushroom in it and just push it as hard as I can, like, toward her. Hopefully the top comes off. Hopefully everything comes out.
You can try. It would take an athletics check.
Yay! I love the athletics checks. That's my favorite one. Okay. Okay. Oh! It's a 19! I don't know how strong the box is, but...
Still impressive.
So you're trying to push the box, like, onto her?
I'm trying to get the mushroom out.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see. So, the box topples over, and you all hear an ear-piercing screech from this mushroom. The mushroom starts screaming.
Sorry.
Anything else?
I want to just mouth silicon.
My ears are so long and sensitive.
I know. I'm sorry.
They're like down like an angry cat.
Oh.
That'll have been your action. You'd still have a bonus action in movement.
I have a bonus action. Interesting. I don't really have anything I can really do.
Okay. Lacan. Same thing, but now there's screaming.
The true warrior, I can see this through. I want to end the hag. I want to attack her as hard as I can. I'm gonna come in swinging. I'm gonna get a 16, but not. I didn't roll for advantage yet. So wow, oh, it's a 6. So we're gonna stick with the 16.
16 does not land.
It's
Unfortunately.
the bardic inspiration from Loof. That was just I was taking a breath.
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you're using the bardic inspiration, then it's gonna hit. Her armor class is 17.
Yes. All right,
so,
we do this.
Damage.
Let's do it. It's 12.
That's
And
damage.
my last superiority dice just to make sure. Not you. No. Oh gosh, no. Get out of here. Yeah, that's a 4 plus whatever I just said. 4 plus 12, 16.
Okay. She, looking a little bit rough and very tiny, she goes,
Now let's be reasonable. Let's think about this for 1 second.
Huh?
Beat her ass!
What are we thinking about?
Are we thinking about how you're gonna sell our bones as pies?
Yeah.
If I don't
being creepy.
return very soon, my coven will come looking for me.
Yeah, what's a coven?
My sisters, and when we're together, we are much, much more powerful than one of us alone.
Oh God, there's more of you.
If we let you go, will you promise that next time you won't hurt us?
I can do that.
How do you promise with, like, can you make a contract?
A hag's word is as good as any contract. Now,
And it goes for you and your sisters.
of course,
None of you.
Can I?
but I will also need a couple things in return to ensure that my sisters don't come looking for you to take vengeance on the damage you've done to me.
Well, they won't, because they'll have your contract, right?
But I have demands.
Maybe.
Well, we could also just finish killing you.
Yeah.
But then there will be no way to ensure that you will survive. I may be gone, but my sisters will come looking for you.
If your demands are friendship, we accept.
Aw.
I'd much rather you finish me off than that. However, my first demand, if we may agree we are now negotiating, I won't be hostile if you will lower your weapons.
I will lower my weapon, but ready action to shoot with my crossbow if she starts anything again.
All right.
Is everyone down? Does anyone want to stay in initiative, or are we? Are we believing this?
I'll
Are we
lower
good
my
with
weapon.
And if it's okay, I'll shove the mushroom back in that box.
I'm still in a frog.
Oh, it's like when you turn off the
Right.
vent over the oven. Thank God.
First, undo this shit.
Well, let us know all your demands before we decide.
Yeah,
This is
okay,
the
so
first, and there's only two.
What's the second?
What's the second?
Undo this. I can't show you the second one if I unlock this.
Can I insight check whether it's true that a hag's word is good?
Ooh.
Is like whether it's like the
You
Fae,
can,
where, like,
like a saying.
like, because we know like the Fae, if their word is bond, like if you make a deal with the Fae, then it's like real. But is that true?
Well,
with
you
hags?
wouldn't have any not like that in your experience, in your study, in your life. Hags have not really come up. This is a weird thing. You're in very unknown territory.
Oh. Hey,
Undo this. We'll talk about the second term. The second term's even easier. I can assure you of that. And we'll be on our way.
put on mittens.
Do you have mittens?
Can I find any like sailcloth or anything around?
It would take some time
tear
because
some
you'd have.
strings off your cloak and wrap them around your claws.
She kind of rips off. Fine.
Happy?
I look at Cassia to see if Cassia's happy because she's the one who can undo the shrinking.
Well, all in favor of me undoing the shrinking.
Hag raises her hand.
And what does Armstrong do?
It's a good question. Armstrong says she doesn't seem as much of a threat anymore.
Okay. Now she's back to normal.
Back to normal
was
size.
I dream of Genie.
Bewitched.
Bewitched.
It was before my time.
He is
Much better.
You're welcome.
Back to my former perfection. Now, the second term.
and she goes over to a box and starts rummaging through.
Now, where is it? Where is it?
She starts like throwing out things behind her, all kinds of weird shit. She throws out like a strange little creature that like wriggles away. You're not even sure what it was. You just saw something like scatter as soon as it hit the floor. A couple more eyeballs. She like there's like body parts. She goes, wait, no. She throws out one thing that just flies out and hits another box is a heart. It hits the ground. It's still beating.
Have you considered e-bags?
Here we are.
And she takes out what looks to be a very pale, like kind of worm. Like
Oh,
a short,
no.
like
Oh,
it almost looks like a shrimp.
Oh.
I don't know Leanna's reaction to that worm.
Me neither.
She's the canary in this D&D coal mine with you, Nate. No, yeah. We don't like it now.
The canary in this D&D coal mine?
That was beautiful. That's gorgeous.
She goes to you, Lacan, goes,
Eat this.
What?
I don't think I will.
Oh, you should, though. It's harmless. I'll show you.
That's way more difficult than the reversing your shrinking.
You need to do so little, and this will have no effect on you once it passes. You just eat this.
I'm gonna take it from her.
it kind of wriggles in your hand.
No, don't. No.
Walk me through this logic, madam. How this
So here's what will
is
happen.
necessary.
Here's what will happen. Very simple. The thing can't grow on its own, so it needs a host. So you eat that, and it'll feed off of what you eat, your nourishment, all that, for about a week. And then, once it's ready, it'll exit your body on its own, and it'll find its way back to me. It's unpleasant, but you, and she kind of gives another stroke up and down your arm. She says, you look quite strong. You'll probably survive.
Let's pretend for a second like that wasn't the most horrifying set of instructions I've ever heard. And return again to the question of why the fuck do you think I would do that?
Well, because this is part of the agreement. And if you don't agree, there's just gonna be more of me and more Coven to deal with. You did break into our space.
No,
We're in the
isn't
right
your
here.
space. This is owned by Major Armstrong. You're just a squatter. So if this is about a contractual ownership of property, you're absolutely in the wrong.
We have been here for about 30 years.
I learned about squatters' rights and property, and I know for sure this isn't yours.
Luna, roll deception.
That's not deception. She believes it.
Roll persuasion.
She's got her glasses on.
I know the glasses. They're telling me.
That was great.
Dang
bangs come over
it. 13.
Says,
Well, I don't know the laws where you come from, but we've been here longer. And we could proper kick all of your arses. So,
I don't think so. We almost just killed you.
any second now. Any second now. My sisters are gonna come through there where I came from.
Is there any water in the room?
You're checked.
Oh.
Are the eyeballs suspended in any kind of liquid?
like a goo?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a goo.
I want to try to pour them onto the embers. I want to douse them.
That won't do anything.
What are your sisters' names?
The hell's that matter to you?
I have a water skin.
No way.
But it's magic. She said that won't do anything. I kind of believe her.
I just want to know how many of you there are,
Can I,
and also if they're real. Don't eat that Lacan.
It's very simple. You just eat that thing, and everyone's on our way. Well, my sisters show up any second. The longer you take, and this gets really bad. It's as messy as you want it.
We could just leave.
It's
not
not
gonna eat the worm, but I am gonna look briefly at Major Armstrong just to check because she's the teacher and they don't learn.
Armstrong like looks over to you, is just like,
Yeah, I'm gonna also mirror her face of disgust and just with my free hand take my dagger and just kill the worm and say, I'm not eating that.
She goes, "How dare you? That took me almost 7 years." She turns invisible.
She can't. She's fairy fired.
It's been more than a minute.
I'll fairy fire her again.
You can't see her.
But fairy fire's an area.
Yeah, you can try. It's a save, right?
Oh wait, I think I can only do that once per long rest.
Ah.
And I did do it before. So never mind.
That was a good idea.
She disappears before your eyes. And
Well.
you hear very briefly,
I'll come back for you, you fuckers.
as another eruption of green flame.
Green
Great plan.
And she is gone.
The worm, when I cast it on the floor, did it just kind of die like a split worm?
It let out a small, tiny, sad little scream.
Oh, I do feel bad. I should have checked sentiments.
Probably cursed.
It's not like
really
acid
cursed.
melting through the floor or nothing. Weird.
Well, seems like we should probably leave.
I'm gonna kind of kick it on top of the pile of ash, though, before you...
Let's maybe try to get into the captain's quarters real quick and then go.
If there's not anything here anybody wanted, and gesturing to all the crap strewn on the floor.
You guys think I should keep this ring with teeth on it, or do you think I should
Yeah.
leave it?
It looks good
Okay.
on you.
Really?
Would I, with my jeweler background, be able to inspect it and find anything about it really quick? Just like, can I see that, Cassia? Like,
Of course.
It doesn't look like anything fancy. If anything, it looks kind of cheaply carved by
That's
hand.
probably magic.
Oh. Wow, I've never had a cheaply carved ring before.
it's quite the fashion statement.
Thank you.
As you exit this room and go back into the hall of hammocks, you see that in the northeastern corner of this wall does appear to be a trap door, but not like a hidden one.
Oh yeah.
Just a point of access to the bottom.
While they're looking at it, can I get out of this frog?
Yes, go ahead and let me get athletics.
All right.
Let him.
No, you're stuck in there.
You live
think
there.
about what you did.
It's a 17.
You break free from the frog.
Try
And
one
then-
more time.
Can I hold action?
Yeah.
Okay. If
Is
he
that the
tries
frog's
to,
name?
if he tries to bite me again, I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay.
All right.
It kind of also takes a like hold action stance as you're just kind of facing off.
We're just staring at each other.
Through the like broken boards of the ship, could the green flame flash have caught his attention?
Did he hear the mushroom? That's
My
what was
back-
trying to get his attention.
Well, I'm underwander and my back is facing the ship.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, if you don't want to hear it, then
Sounds like fun back on the ship.
Is that singing?
So this door leads to the bilge, a very tiny crawl space under the lower dock.
Ew.
is there anything down there?
You're not sure, as most of you, a medium-sized or larger creature could not fit.
Okay, I got this. Can someone give me like? Can I see down there? Or is it dark?
I mean, you have it's not magically dark, so you have dark vision, so you can see.
Okay.
You go down there, and you see it's a pretty empty space, mostly just to be sealed off and contain air to keep the boat floating.
Whoa.
You crawl through, and you see 3 rats
Ah.
kind of crawl towards you. They're skittering around as you're, like, crawling through.
Not like friendship towards me. Like,
No.
okay.
What do you do anything with the rats, or are you just gonna try and pass them?
Can I just like hold really still for a second and hope they just go around me?
Yeah, let me get stealth.
Okay. Um, 16.
Okay. They skitter up to you. They kind of like sniff around, investigate, and then they just pass. They carry on.
Okay, so I'll keep going.
You reach the other side of this crawl space to find a ladder, which you surmise is the front of the ship. A ladder that goes straight up.
Perfect. Let's go. Can I cast I could do like a minor illusion where I can make my voice really loud. Can I just let them know where I'm going?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I found a ladder and I'm going up it.
Okay. Yeah. Like Han's like at the bottom, like watching you. Like.
You ascend the ladder to find an unlocked hatch at the top. And you poke your head through to find a dark, very, very dusty captain's quarters. You look around and you see the wall that would line up with the door you tried to break through. The wall is indeed been sloppily but effectively boarded shut. Dozens and dozens of wood planks nailed to the door and to the wall.
Okay.
You look around and you find a desk covered in dust and cobwebs, and upholstered chairs ripped apart by tiny teeth marks you could assume are more rats. Seated in a ripped up chair behind the desk is a skeleton in what looks to be piratey captain's attire and a somewhat decayed but still present long white beard.
Captain, is that you?
Surprised the window pops up and Hunter's back in the call.
So awesome.
It's I!
You could assume that this was Captain Armstrong. And
Hey.
tucked away in the corner, a small treasure chest the size of a bread box.
Whoa. Like I could pick that up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Captain. It's me. Cassia. We go way back. I'm just gonna take this little treasure chest and I'm gonna bring it to your great-granddaughter, who you love a lot. It's great. And can I slowly, like, just back?
Who are you talking
away?
to up there, Cassia?
My friend!
Skeleton does not move as you step backwards.
That's good. And then
You
Can
kind of
I-
like start climbing down the ladder, still watching him, and you just slowly like.
I just want to say, okay, good seeing you.
And you bring back through the crawl space the treasure chest back to
Pushing it with my nose.
back to the rest of the party and Major Armstrong.
Major Avery Armstrong, may I present you your treasure? I think.
She, I guess,
Do it.
clicks open. It's not locked. It opens up. You see a lot of dust fall off of it. She's kind of peering into it. And she just shakes her head. As she reaches in, she throws the box away, as she's holding what looks to be a very, very old, dusty, brown bottle.
Oh. Is there anything in it?
Yeah. She kind of... It's rum.
Just normal rum?
I'm assuming if this is what he needed me to find, maybe it's... Well, cheers, I guess. She takes a swig. She hands it to someone else if someone cares to take.
I'll take it.
I'm watching her to see if something happens. I'm like, is this Slurpee special all over again?
Does not taste like a Slurpee special. That's
It is very, very potent. It seems like it has been aged. It's quite good if you're into like strong spirits, but it is strong.
Cassie's like never even had soda. Like this is like not. It's not going well for her. But she's trying to be cool.
She has like the cartoon like
Lacan's gonna reach down and take the bottle from you, Cassia, and say, "This was all that was up in the captain's quarters."
Well,
I'm sorry to have dragged you this way for this.
Luna?
maybe the real treasure was the closure you got along the way. No, thank you.
In a way.
Wait, Kadal's not here.
In a way, if it was special to him, then at least it's back in the family.
Well, Lacan's gonna hand the bottle back to her and say, "It wasn't us finding this bottle that released his soul. I think even he didn't understand where his true treasure was, but he left after talking to you."
He also wasn't very smart.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
He didn't even understand jokes.
Well, let's say we regroup with Kadal. We take a rest and we start heading back.
He's gonna be so surprised. He's probably so bored.
Forgot all about Kadal. That's crazy.
Cut to Kadal and the frog still just standing off.
You just hear like an underwater, like. What is?
Yeah. Before we leave the room, can we do one last scan for anything valuable in the crates? Leaving the mushroom one alone.
Yeah, Luna, let me get an investigation check.
Cass is gonna like kind of lean on Lacan a little.
11.
Okay. You find one thing. Roll a d20 for me.
One thing. 3.
Oh. You find 3, not to your surprise, because this was foreshadowed to you, 3 boxed shepherd's pies.
Oh,
Did they keep?
are they made of bones?
Ooh.
But like it does kind of look good though.
Add into my inventory. Boxed shepherd parentheses hag pie.
It's good thing to note.
And before we go, that pile of ash, if we scatter it or anything, is there anything like below it? There's not like a portal or like a...
No, and if anything, what you would deduce is the ash might be more of just a byproduct of the spell itself. Like the ash might not be a crucial component. But
That's so funny.
you eventually,
I
the
also
frog
want-
gets bored and swims off.
No!
Frog got bored.
I want to befriend the frog. I wanted to.
Frog did not want to befriend you.
Damn.
That was a lot of bad animal handling.
It was. And it's crazy because I have a pretty good plus on it. So I don't know. All right, so it leaves, and I just
like I'm thinking of the hat that's like women love me, frogs fear me. It's like fucking frogs fucking hate me.
Anything else before leaving the ship?
I want to try with my nature, like my exceptional nature check about this mushroom, to pack it securely in the crate and carry it without disturbing it and bring it with us.
You don't really need to make a check to know that if you're moving that thing around in almost any capacity, it's going to scream.
As soon as you are going for it, Luna, Lacan's like, no, that is not coming with us.
Okay.
It's happy here.
Sorry, Luna. I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just very loud.
You think it's happy here?
Mm-hmm. I do. I actually kind of feel bad that I woke it up so many times. Because if I ever was taking a nap, I don't like it when people wake me up.
I just don't want that hag to be mean to it, but I guess that's fine.
I get it.
Maybe they're friends. I leave.
Kadal swims back to shore.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
You are all reunited at the shore, climbing down from the ship. Your treasures attained. Did not befriend a frog.
Yeah, I'm all bloody and ripped up, and Kadal, as soon as you come, like, sad swimming out of the water, I'm like, where were you?
I'm like, what? I was doing patrol, and there was something I had to see. There was something I had to do.
We set him a flare!
Yeah, because you were playing with magic the whole time. You did the little mushroom thing, and you were playing with magic.
Oh, see, next time if I make a signal flare, then it's a signal.
Oh, okay. When did you do that?
When I made the flare go up in the air.
Oh. Well, I found a really big frog.
Cool.
And then Kadal points to the sand where I first was trying to jump, and you see a giant equation in the sand of the trajectory of how to jump higher. It's just like mathematics and equations of projectiles. I go, and I figured some stuff out too while you were gone. I just doodled.
Lacan looks fearfully at the equation. He's like, are those emojis?
He says it's an equation, but it's really just like memes.
No, I'll drop this in resources. It looks like this. Oh wait, no, it doesn't look like that. It looks like it's this.
Thanks, Red Wizard.
Amazing.
And I said, I was doodling to try to figure out how to jump higher. I think I figured it out.
Well, you didn't send anything. Did you mean to, or are you?
Oh, it's on the.
It's on the call.
Okay.
Oh.
I did this while you were gone.
That's very pretty drawing.
Thanks. I don't know what it means.
Well,
I hope you're happy. Cassia's drunk now because of you.
No, I'm just a little. No.
Armstrong's also a little tipsy. He's like, we should get somewhere not near a hag's ship and get some sleep.
Yeah, the coven might come try to kill us. We should leave.
I hope they kill us if they come.
I don't know if she really had a coven.
Did she have a coven? I asked their name.
And she didn't answer.
If you asked me if I had a sister and then you asked me, I would know it.
I don't know if she...
What are you guys talking about?
Off we go.
I don't think she has a sister.
You sail back to the mainland of the Underdark, and you set up camp and get one more rest before your journey back.
Nice.
So everyone can mark a long rest if everyone's good.
Thank goodness.
A long rest.
I'm so sad about that damn frog.
Cassia.
Yeah.
You took your long rest, right?
Yeah.
Can you deal 1 point of damage to yourself? You are woken up in the middle of the night to 1 piercing damage as you feel something, a stinging pain in your finger. As you look, and the fangs of the ring have sunk its teeth into you. Very, very deep to where you feel it touching the bone. And I would like you to add to your inventory Fanged Ring.
Fanged ring.
I already did.
Does she
A+.
feel attuned to it?
Wait,
like
but-
Yes.
knows what it does?
Like it's not gonna come out? Like even if I move it a little?
It is in there, but you do feel that the ring is magic and you have been attuned to it.
Okay.
Does Kadal feel the bite of a giant frog on my hand?
Only emotionally.
Does
So-
Cassia know? Oh, sorry.
Cassia does know what it does.
Oh.
And it's in your, if it's in your inventory, you can look it up. It is not
Oh.
up to me what you
I
share and what you don't.
see.
Totally up to you.
Okay. Oh, this is so fun.
Is it in there? I'm looking at your character sheet. don't
I
know if-
did. I called
okay,
it ring
cool.
with teeth.
Oh, no.
Oh,
you
oh.
need, it's an actual item. So go to your inventory
Oh.
and go to
okay.
manage inventory and then search Fanged Ring.
Oh boy.
Should show up. Let me know if you find it.
Okay. Yes, I added.
Cool.
It's happening, and I'm gonna read it. I'm
Just
scared.
make sure it's in there. Yep, it is in there. Okay.
Okay, Cassia just kind of just fluffs her pillow, puts her hand kind of just a little farther away from her head, and just goes.
And
Hump
that's
shit.
where we'll stop.
What a
Oh,
beach
boy.
episode.
In its own special way.
That is a Nate Wants to Battle style beach episode for sure.
Nate
That was
Wants
so
to
fun.
Beach episode.
Thank you to everyone who came and watched. It's really important to us to share this story as kind of a multiplayer storytelling experience, and you help us do that by being in chat and also being in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, it's a great time to join. You can find lots of fan art, pet pics, chat about the show or not about the show, hang out with some really cool people. Your support being here and viewing means so much to us. There are also a few of you who have supported the show financially today, which also means so much to us. We're trying to get together to go to PAX West. So right now that's kind of what we're saving for in terms of the show fund. So all of these people have brought us one step closer. That's Sazbucky, Chad Magic, Azu Geo, and Shadow Landman. Thank you so much for your support. Means so much. And we're really hoping to get there to see you. Oh, and also Crystal Fear with the bits. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Before we say goodbye for this week, does any of the players or Dungeon Master have anything to shout out? I know you do, Nate.
Yeah, I'm going on tour in October, little West Coast run with nerdcore rapper extraordinaire Cam Steady. NateWantsToBattle.com/tour. Tickets are available. And I think if people are interested in VIPs, I think those are going pretty quick. So yeah. And if things go well, maybe we'll add more dates in the future, but that's all I got.
I'll be there too.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll list you.
Wait, you guys know each other?
Hold on. I
I'll
got
in
my
real
list
life.
you.
In
That's
real
weird.
life.
Wait,
Luna
we're
knows the DM. That's weird.
That's weird.
unfair.
Christina, you're doing are you still doing your book?
Yes, we're about halfway through, and it's been really fun. So Tuesdays at 2 on Substack.
What if people don't know what doing your book means, what does it mean?
Oh, so I wrote a mental health like haha book, and we've been doing a couple exercises every week live together on at cryingiscool.substack.com. And yeah, it's led to some really interesting conversations actually. Last week we got really into the DC Metro system, which you wouldn't think would be like mentally healing, but it actually really was.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to shout out? Bo, you have a concert.
Oh yeah, if anyone's in, yeah, if anyone's
you're
in
so good.
the LA area, I'm doing a little songwriters round tomorrow night at Rudolph's Bar and Tea. So come through. Gonna sing some songs and some new stuff and vibe.
Ooh.
Rachel, you're the only one I can't think of something you have coming
Because
up.
I'm not doing shit. So
Hell
my shout out would be thanks to all you guys for making my week very special with some D&D. I have so much fun playing with you all, and Nate, thank you so much for the story and everything you come up with.
Yeah.
It's definitely a really good time, and I don't know, and it's been a long one today, so thank you everybody for sticking with us, but I don't want to stop right now, so
I know, Carrie.
Well, if you can't get enough and you want to follow along with any of our announcements, but also just see funny clips from the shows and hang out with us and meme and stuff, you can find us on social media at StonesThrow RPG. You can also find our website at StonesThrowRPG.com. And if you want to share the link to the show, we do have a page that's StonesThrowRPG.com/live, and that will show you our YouTube and our Twitch, so you can choose which portal to enter if you want to share that with your friends for watching the show.
Wait, Anna, do you have anything coming up? I just want to make sure because you did such a nice job of getting all of us.
Go on,
Thank
Christina.
you. Well, I am going on tour with Nate, and for the first time in about 10 years, I am not, well, not the first time, COVID also, but for the first time other than COVID in about 10 years, I am not going to be at the Pokemon National Championships, the North American National Championships. So I will miss you all, but in response to that, I'm actually taking a summer break. So June is going to hopefully be like, you're not going to be seeing much of me working, and hopefully you'll be seeing a lot of me playing, because then we'll be coming back in July into rehearsals for Pokemon World Championship in August. So I will be there for that. Yeah.
I
So
love it.
social media is where you can find me for the next month. Yeah.
I love
All
it.
right. And of course, StonesThrow will be here every week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. And we will continue to have great times and not eat hagworms. I applaud your decision, Rachel.
Thank you. Much like
What is
summer
that?
TV, everything's leaving. We're gonna be still on. So while all other content stops, never been a better time to catch up on StonesThrow.
What's a hagworm?
Oh, I don't know, but Kadal, there was never a time I missed you more, because I would definitely have A, fed it to you, or B, fed it to the frog if you were in proximity.
Bummer.
That would be a good idea.
I missed out.
All right. Well, we will see you next Wednesday, and we'll see you online in between. And for now, farewell.
Bye, guys.